welcome to Three Sisters in Wigan for the second round of the British Drift Championship 2020. Driftland saw dramatic action with a face-off between DMEC and BDC in both the small and big final. Ultimately though, it was DMEC driver Dwayne McKeever who took home the trophy. The 2019 champion Oliver Evans looked super strong in round one, narrowly missing out on the win, and is looking set to defend his title this season. Who will be at the top of the tables today?
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Three Sisters Race Circuit in Wigan for round two of the British Drift Championship, our pro competition. Battles, Tessa, welcome back to the studio again.
Thank you very much, kind sir.
Are you having fun?
Oh, amazing fun. And even better today, pros out there absolutely laying it down.
Laying it down, no messing around.
Nope.
I think the biggest thing to say is young Max Cotton, 98-point qualifying run.
What?
Dwayne McKeever. Well, we'll have to have a word with him, won't we, Tess? Because he's not on form at the moment.
Nope.
Look, we're squeezing in all the action here in Wigan.
Yes.
Let's hope battles are exciting as they were at Driftland Championship. Got off to a dramatic start, Tess.
Yes.
Here we go, decisions inside and left for Barker, right for Cotton. Who's going to take it through to the final four? 2 votes for Luke Barker. Luke Barker gets the win. Look at McKeever as he absolutely smokes out Driftland right now. There we go, unanimous. Dwayne McKeever gets the win. Thumbs up all around Evans to chase down Barker. This is for a spot in the final. Evans gets the win. Evans gets the win. Luke Barker out. He has to play for third and full. Kevin Quinn is going to chase down Luke Barker for the third step on the podium. McKeever, your 2018 British Drift Champion, takes on your current and defending British Drift Championship. Evans has no answer for McKeever right now. McKeever plants the bottle to the floor. And Evans has nothing. Evans has no answer. McKeever across the line, taking third place on the podium. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Luke Barker, the second step on the podium. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Oliver Evans. Your round one winner goes to the 2018 British Drift Champion, Dwayne McKeever. Well, there we go, Tess. What a way to kick off the championship, right?
Exactly, and what a seriously good first round that was. And great to see the BDC drivers putting it up there with the DMEC drivers.
I think the highlight for me was seeing Dwayne McKeever coming back to the UK after winning the championship in 2018. And then, Ollie Evans, 2019 champ, going at it. Both on the podium. Incredible driving. Look, this morning.
Yes.
There were some incidents. There was a few incidents. Evans, though, and McKeever, we briefly spoke about a second ago. McKeever not looking that good in qualifying.
No,
but Evans even worse.
Yeah, but he did have something bent steering arm or something like that.
Lower control arm. So a lower arm when his car was bent. No, simply sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Like, those two guys don't look that strong. Stefanov, very strong.
Incredible.
Where
did he come from? The Bulgarian?
He changed the engine and then out of nowhere it's just really good now.
Yes.
I'm not sure what's going to happen this afternoon. Louis Edwards, incredible driving, Pro 2 champion from last season, unreal driving. Max Cotton, though. Yeah, it's just I'm a little bit uncertain. I thought I kind of knew how the top of the podium was going to go this weekend for pros, but I'm uncertain at the moment now.
You were wrong.
I was wrong. Last round we see 2018 champion go up against our 2019 winner, and ultimately it was Dwayne McKeever who took the championship lead.
There's a lot of good drivers in BDC, but like best drivers in Europe are rocking it out in DMAC, but can't take it away from here. There's a lot of good drivers here in the BDC. It's very hard to compare. There's a lot of different driving styles in DMAC compared to driving here, so like you have to adapt to both of them. But look, you can't compare it to him, and just every driver is different, and it's hard to say. I've never been a person for top and qualifying. I've always been there, but Bantam's usually where you shine. But definitely here to try and dominate round 2, yes, definitely. Other than playing with a bit more suspension and a new turbo, more horsepower, that's really it, and had to turn the bangs off to keep everybody happy.
It was great to have the champ back in BDC for 2020. Definitely.
Yeah, it certainly was.
But the other drivers aren't going to make the second title easy for him either, I suppose. But Ollie Evans looked so strong in the last round.
He did. Just not feeling it this weekend.
No.
I'm sorry to say that.
No,
I just don't
exactly.
think that Evans is on it. You know, we talked about the drivers a lot though, and Max Cotton. Well, he almost got that 100-point run, 98 points in qualifying. Let's take a look at the track and talk about that perfect line.
Yes.
So there we go. You can see the track now on your screens at home. And I'm going to try and talk you through it like I did earlier on, and try not to get lost at clipping points. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Tess. That rear clip though, first clip to second clip, been a difficult one for a lot of our guys. This bit now in battles through into 5. Simon Perry's saying, look, it's too tight, too many fast transitions through there, you can't get on the door. So what he wants you to do at the initiation is, you know, give those guys, give the lead car about a half a car to a car distance in front. Let them do the transitions, get on the back bumper through 3 into 5, and then at 6 and 7 into 8 is where he wants to see the dive. He wants to see a big dive into 8, and then on the door in that lunar bend all the way around into 9 and 10, and as you get to 11 you should be door on door.
Yes,
easy for me to say.
Yeah, but they have been struggling.
They have been struggling, and we've seen a few guys, you know, when they come to that outside zone 10, they kind of dart across the track, shut the door on the lead car. You've got to be very, very careful. You know, you can't impede the lead driver either as a chase driver, so you've got to give the lead driver all the room that he needs to make them moves done. You take a look at our Pro Top 24 battles. So these guys now, they're going to battle it out for a spot in top 16. We've got 8 drivers already in that top 16.
Yes.
Now these guys, they've got hard work.
Yes.
But what we've found in the past is those guys that battle in 24, a little bit extra seat time. They get a battle under their belt, they get rid of those nerves. When they head into top 16, they feel a little bit more comfortable. I mean, there's some big battles in there. What ones are standing out for you more than any of the others?
Danny Maguire and fellow monster athlete Luke Woodham.
Yeah, I mean, Maguire, he's on extra time this weekend. He's doing overtime in that car.
Definitely.
He said, I'm just going to have some fun. Exactly. Luke Woodham, like you said, he wants to prove himself in the BDC again. He wants to get himself back in there in the grid. Everyone know his name, but Maguire's going for it. Wanacott versus Stu Jones. Yeah. Good friends on and off the circuit. That one's going to be a good battle. Dylan Keogh to take on Carl Farrar. Farrar not in his RX-8 this weekend. And Dylan Keogh, that Pro 2 driver, been flying in that little red S14.
Yeah, but you love a red S14, don't you?
Love a red S14. Yeah, that's what. Well, look, this is all good and fun, Tess, but without any of this, it wouldn't be possible without our sponsors.
No, exactly that.
drifting can be the most demanding motorsport in the world. My name is Jun Main. The high RPMs required to keep my tires spinning and rubber burning are brutal on engine oil. That's why Lucas Synthetic Oil Stabilizer was formulated for performance on the track and the highway. Lucas Synthetic Oil Stabilizer keeps my power on for split-second decisions, making every shift and turn count. When it comes to my engine and engine oil, I give it every advantage with Lucas Synthetic Oil Stabilizer.
So, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And it's time, Tess, to get the show underway, the business end of the deal. We've had the formality, we've had the qualifying, and now you can see the sun is shining.
The sun is shining.
The sun is shining over Wigan, and we have got a hell of a lineup this afternoon.
Yes.
Top 24 battles now. We mentioned a minute ago, these guys now battle for a place in the top 16. Yes. So, up first, good friend of yours, good friend of mine, Danny Maguire. Oh, no, it will be Danny Maguire to take on Luke Woodham. Yeah, Luke Woodham, a good friend of both of ours, known him for a long time. Jim Carner, four-time champion?
Yes.
Rear-wheel drive Jim Carner champion 4 times. Now he goes up against a man who finished 3rd place on the podium yesterday here, so he's got lots of seat time under his belt.
Yes.
And Danny Maguire's car, A, has a lot of power, and B, is absolutely flying. So...
Exactly.
Here we go, Tess.
Send them.
The drone shot setting the scene. You can see tyres being warmed down there on the start line from Luke Woodham. Luke Woodham just being told to warm the tyres back up because I'm talking too much.
Yeah,
you know, talking too much. You know, rushing me.
You're excited.
They were rushing me, Tess.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. They were like, can you press your green button, please, so we can get the show underway? And I was like, no, wait. Well, you wait for me for once. So here we go, off the line. Danny Maguire to the lead. Luke Woodham to give chase. Now, Woodham... not seen battle action so far on the BDC, except for a little bit of practice. Maguire absolutely flying, but Woodham giving him a good chase. Makes a nice dive. Woodham makes a nice dive, but gets a big bit of understeer as he comes down the hill. And now Danny Maguire starts to drive away with this one. Yeah, and Danny Maguire going to do everything he can to keep that distance between him and Luke Woodham.
Did sacrifice 8.
Yeah, and I think that's the problem now. Maguire, you know, he's got a rush of blood to the head. He's in the pro top 24, and he would be just trying to get away from Woodham. He knows Woodham's not slow. That car's been on form all weekend.
It has.
But he wouldn't have known that Woodham made that massive error after initiation. So
exactly. Well, he's going to be onto the spotters now and asking all of the questions.
Yeah, and they would have said, you should have just kept it clean. You should have kept the perfect qualifying line because he washed massively.
Yeah.
Would have made just a brave dive,
He did.
you know, and he had to back out of it, and that caused understeer. So
unfortunately. But he's getting used to his setup and everything like that, isn't
yeah,
he?
we mentioned it earlier. We know he's changed over on the front end of that car now, running Wisefab V2, same as what multiple of the drivers in the Pro Championship are running. A very, very good product. And Woodham, as we said, speaking to Dmitry Ilyuk on the phone earlier today, saying, get us a hand with this because I need to know what's going on. So there we go. Back on the line they go. Woodham will now lead and Danny Maguire will give chase. We're thinking, well, you know, one up here.
Yeah.
So Woodham needs to keep the nerves calm and hold it together. Big clutch kick as they come through that chicane down the hill. And now look at Danny Maguire holding on to the back end of that Monster Energy S14. Woodham just needs to put a clean run in and hope that Maguire now makes a mistake. I'm not sure we're going to see that from Maguire though. Very nice transition from Maguire and Woodham as they come down into Luna. Woodham goes off track and in the wall. Woodham gets it very, very wrong. Goes off track and there was no contact there.
No.
Maguire, arm out the window, and he has made Pro Top 16. Wow, I wonder what happened to Woodham.
Wow.
Wonder if there's an issue with that car.
Shut down. That's what it looked like from, unless he just hit that curb and it dragged him in.
Yeah, but it was very, very harsh. The way it changed, that was very strange.
Yeah.
So there we go. This is where now our drivers in our top 24 part of the competition will get their result down there at the back end.
He's out.
So he's out and he's out of the car. Ladies and gentlemen, give him a round of applause. He gets out of the car. Luke Woodham, everybody, having a rough weekend. And first thing he's going to check is that Wisefab. You know, spent a lot of his pocket money.
Or just maybe his
I can see some smoke. And I do know that Luke Woodham, has had some issues with his car.
Yes.
He's had a bit of an oil leak with the car. And he took it away and he fixed it. And I wonder if that oil leak has got worse. And it may be fired onto the tyres or the wheels. You can see the smoke coming from underneath the bonnet. I wonder if something's gone wrong with that car.
He doesn't look a happy boy.
No, I wouldn't be either. Oh! Give up for Luke Woodham. you know what?
Poor lad.
Even through it all, I've seen this young man being pushed to the limits and beyond, and he still smiles. At the end of the
Yeah,
day,
he
he knows
does.
the trials and tribulations of drifting. It all happens. Round of applause for Luke Woodham, ladies and gentlemen. And now he's going to have to go away, think about, you know, how he's going to get that car back to 100%. A little bit of polishing needed there on the
Just a little.
on the livery, and a few zip ties maybe on the front end of that car. Give it a kick. That's it, Luke. Remove
that bit
that
off.
bit. Yeah, get rid of that bit. That bit's not needed anymore.
Showman, good lad.
But yeah, as you can see, Luke looking under the car. So yeah, from my estimations, from what we know of that car earlier on, there was a little bit of an oil leak. So I'm guessing. I'm going to go with a wild buckshot guess here and say that some oil has gone on the wheels or something, because it lost traction and fired him into the wall so quickly.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's take a look back. Nothing untoward at the moment.
Good run. Thus far.
Yeah, thus far from Luke. He's a big acceleration. Look at the wheel wobble on the front though.
Yeah.
He gets quite a lot of wheel wobble. Fires through. But he's off throttle at that point.
Yeah.
He's off throttle, so he has no grip. So I don't know. We'll find out later on. Maybe Luke will, you know, Monster Energy Athlete group chat. You and the rest of the big gang up there.
Gang.
He might put it in there and say, you know what, but guys and girls are messed up. You know.
Yeah.
But he took one for the team and took the car to the wall. You know, and all that hard work that's gone into that car.
Yeah. He built it from home, didn't he?
Yeah, he builds that car at home, and as I say, did an LS3 conversion, built LS3 in that car now, T56 gearbox, and Luke. Yeah,
Still checking.
Still checking. Yeah, he's looking for something.
Yeah.
So he's talking to our
Chris Leclerc.
official media, BBC media.
Yep.
Yeah, Chris Leclerc.
Oh, it's just fell off that piece of wood. Luckily, he hasn't got his bumper on.
Yeah, he's not got no bumper on there. So he's got the bumpers there in the background, just in many pieces carried by Robson Jenkins, one of our marshals here at the British Drift Championship.
Some fiberglass work needed there.
Oh, and look, I wasn't wrong, Tess, because Robson Jenkins just dropped a bag of cat litter or some absorbent.
Oh, you weren't wrong.
With a broom, so I'm going to say there's oil on the track as well, ladies and gentlemen. So there we go.
Well, which might be fairly interesting for the next battle. Hopefully it's not going to make too much of a troublesome run for them.
No, this is it. No, that's the problem. You know, I witnessed this in Latvia just a few weeks ago at the Drift Masters European Championship, and if you was tuned in, you would have seen the epicness of an oil spill that came from Marko Zakharov's BMW 2 Series. He absolutely annihilated the track, and that car caught on fire and he bailed out of it, and there was a lot of oil down, and that changes the track dramatically, you know. It's
drastically.
You lose a lot of grip, it makes the car very hard to drive. We're going to go down to a man with impeccable dreadlocks.
Oh yeah.
Our man on the ground, Matt House, is on the start line with Oliver Evans. Matt. Is there anything you want to talk about diplomatically?
Go. I'm here with Oliver Evans, last year's champion, and trying to keep his reigning champion on this weekend. You got a new car you're building, I hear.
Yeah, a very expensive ornament at the moment, but you know, like it's kind of taken away a little bit from this car because it did so well last year. We didn't really think to change anything, so yeah, I painted it red, and that's kind of all I've done. Red and gold wheels, and that's all that matters. Nobody looks at anything else today, so.
You say that's all you've done. I mean, I hear you've been doing some music videos.
Oh yeah. Well, I did one recently with a guy called Swarms, and actually H did one as well in the same car. And every time they asked to take the doors off. So yeah, we kind of, that's why it's got no stickers on it. We take the doors off it, and then you've got these wrappers and all the rest of it, you know, hanging out the car. But you know, it's brilliant fun. Like it's quite funny seeing their faces when they go in the car for the first time. So yeah, it's kind of what this car's ended up doing. And yeah, every time I seem to compete in it, I just seem to make a mess of it. So yeah, it's probably easier to do that, isn't it?
Well, it's lovely to talk to you, and I'm sure we're going to catch you again later, and we can't wait to see, obviously, you out there battling and doing what you do best.
No worries, man.
Thank you very much. Back to the action. Thanks, Ian.
Thank you, Matt, and as you can see in the background there, Luke Woodham's car being taken away, and we need to make it official. Danny Maguire does get the win. Luke Woodham bows out of competition. Got one thing to say to Oliver Evans. I like his shoes.
Oh, he went there.
I like his shoes. I like his shoes. I like those Sparko race boots.
Yeah.
I want to get a pair myself.
If anybody understands this, drop into our DMs.
don't know what you're talking about.
Let
Tess.
us know.
I don't know what you're talking about. So we get ready for our next battle. As you can see,
Oh,
Danny
good
Maguire, look at
lad.
that, pulls
Such
up,
a nice
fist
bloke.
bumps
Yeah.
Luke Woodham and says, you know what, mate, thanks
Yeah.
for the battle, it was good fun. We move it along. Paul Cunnington now on the line to take on Hayden Cruikshank.
Yep.
I mean, 688 horsepower and 1,000 horsepower. So 1,688 horsepower about to be unleashed onto the tarmac here in Wigan. Danny Maguire did come over. We was over at Luke Woodham's pit. We went and had a chat with Max Cotton, congratulated him on his first place qualification. We had a chat with Luke Woodham. Danny Maguire said, if you wouldn't mind letting me win, because I want to battle Paul Cunnington in top 16. So if Paul Cunnington beats Hayden Cruikshank, he actually gets to battle Danny Maguire, and that's one that I think everyone wants to see. Two teammates going at it. Who is the better competitor though? Pro driver, Pro 2 driver? Oh, that could be
That
all
could be
settled.
a good one.
So being told that the drift wags are here. They said that they will hear us. We will hear them before that anyone else will hear us. So the drift wags. So there we go. Green light from me and everyone in the tower and all around. Paul Cunnington to lead. Hayden Cruikshank to give chase. And there we go. Our very enthusiastic start line man Ross there, getting the action underway. And Hayden now, well, he's got one of the best spotters in the game. Sorry, Tess, in his hero. He's got Hugh Saville in his ear telling him what to do right now. But look at this from Cunnington. He wants the win. He wants to battle his teammate.
Brilliant lead line.
Cutting the track, though, to get on the back bumper. Cruikshank seems to be losing a little bit of ground here as Paul Cunnington fires into that outside zone 8. Yeah, shallows up the angle. Flames erupting out the back of that S14.5. Now Hayden Cruikshank, this is where he can get away from him. Puts the hammer down, tries to jump on the door, throws that big Toyota Chaser up into the side of the S15 and across the line.
Well, I have to say, I expected a little more out of Hayden.
Yeah.
To be fair, and the chase. He opened the door, as in Paul did open the door for him with a good lead line.
Yeah, he did. 100% right. And I think this comes down to a little bit maybe of nerves. A brand new car for Hayden this year.
Actually,
brand new build, an incredible build from Mark at Two Road Motorworks in Wales. I mean, again, another car that was literally the catalogue of expensive car parts thrown at that Toyota Chaser.
Definitely.
And yeah, I think it just comes down to a little bit more seat time needed from Hayden. Hayden in that car, because Hayden drives at Ibisu.
Yes.
He has cars at Ibisu.
3 cars at Ibisu.
In Japan. Well, I mean, where's my invite, Hayden?
I know.
Our invite. Me and Tess want to do a skid. But they're back on the line now. Hayden needs to really pull it out the bag. He leads out Paul Cunnington. Cunnington wants this. He's hungry for the win.
He is.
Oh, and Cunnington... Oh, I thought he was going to go the wrong side of the cones then. I was like, don't do that, buddy.
Yeah,
so there we go. Look at this. Paul Cunnington hot on the heels of that Toyota Chaser as they come down.
Very nice.
Very nice job from Hayden. Now, does he feel more comfortable in the lead position? That's what we're going to be looking at. Could he put down a nicer lead line? Now, Paul Cunnington looking lost ever so slightly. Jumps up onto the side. Goes for a dive onto the door. Cruikshank now into Luna Bend. And Hayden Cruikshank
takes off.
Yeah, now will he take off or will the pace in those Drift Creations cars come alive? And it certainly does. Cunnington's on the door.
Very nice.
Wow, almost contact.
Very nice finish.
That was
quite surprising, really.
Yeah, you thought that Hayden was going to kind of drive
pull away.
That
Yeah,
no, them Drift Creations cars, they are fast.
And
I think it's from 10 to 11 they kind of just really gain grip and start to pull away.
Certainly.
And in that chase position, it really gave him the opportunity to get on the door. We wait for the decision from our judges.
Decisions.
So then we'll see a replay of this one. Very nice initiation.
Very nice entry.
Yeah, I think Hayden felt a little bit more comfortable leading than he did chasing. It's a big car as well, Tess.
It is.
I've never driven one of these.
Throw one of those around.
I've never driven one.
Some balls. Well, you've just got to throw it about.
You've got to be ballsy.
You've got to be ballsy.
You have got to be ballsy. It's a big car, and you know it's got a lot of power. And they've been dialing grip in and working grip into that car over the weekend. And yeah, I can imagine that it's if it goes wrong, it goes wrong real quick in one of those as well because it's definitely so long that it almost blocks the track on transition. So
that's it.
So we take a look for the decision. Here we go. Left for Cunnington, right for Cruikshank. There we go, unanimous. Paul Cunnington gets the win and advances through to the top 16 to battle Danny Maguire.
Oh my gosh.
Carnage is what that's going to be.
I think they're just going to
hit each other. There's going to be everything thrown at that one.
Yep.
Now, there we go. So they are going to receive their decision. And then we'll be moving it back to the start line
This one, and this one is going to be very nice. Mark Brown now to take on Ricky Lawrence. And how about this? Mark Brown, our Pro 2 driver, finished 4th yesterday in the Pro 2 class. Takes on a man who we've seen on the podium multiple times, Ricky Lawrence. Finishes way down the order, and now he has to chase first.
That's crazy.
Could this be the talent tape this weekend? Could our Pro 2 drivers be really pulling it out the bag?
I reckon so.
Well,
they're proving themselves so far.
They certainly are, and Mark Brown is even a permit driver. Shouldn't have even been in the BDC in the first place. So Ricky Lawrence is like, what are you doing here, buddy? Well, I'm going to show you what I'm doing here, and that is rightly so, as Mark Brown now fires down very nice lead line so far from Mr. Brown in the BMW-powered Nissan running gear Subaru. Ricky Lawrence gets it way wrong on the transition, absolutely annihilates that front clipping point. Mark Brown starts to pull away. I don't think he did. I don't think he did. I think Ricky Lawrence tried to get himself caught up in the mix a little bit too much. Brown hammers the throttle to the floor, smokes out Wigan, and across the line he goes. And we'll take a look back at the replay of that. I don't think that Mark Brown caused that issue, personally. I mean, we've got the opportunity now to go to the judges.
We have.
So if I get it wrong, which I do most of the time, we can go to the judges and talk to the judges. Look at this, nice initiation, nice lead so far from Brown. Good transition, very deep into 3. I mean, he's on a nice lead at the moment. Rides the curb on 5, transitions on 5.
Nah, see, that's
okay,
what
Tess. Okay, Tess. Okay, I'm sorry, Mum.
But was it Ricky that impeded Mark? Is the straight in?
Was it? Yeah, yeah, I get you. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
You just didn't. Oh, it's a tough one.
So there we go, back on the start line. So Ricky Lawrence gets his bumper repaired, and we await. Mark Brown's eager to go.
Yeah.
So, sorry about that little. I was just talking to the nerds out the back, and they said to me earlier, and I was quite offended actually, Tess, because they called me a car geek.
Yeah.
Which is higher level than a nerd. Yeah. Because they said you're not just nerdy, you know too much. Yeah. People avoid you in the street, and I was like, wow, that's offensive. Never mind. We move it back to the start line. Ricky Lawrence now to lead out Mark Brown. Not sure what happened in the middle of the circuit there. Judges will be talking about that. They'll know. We'll talk to them.
Definitely.
Ricky Lawrence fires down. Very nice initiation so far. Body parts flying in the wind. Mark Brown gives Lawrence some room to manoeuvre now. Brown needs to pull his socks up, jump onto the back end. Now he should make the dive. This is where he goes. Ricky Lawrence goes wide, big backwards entry as he comes in there.
Open the door for Mark, definitely.
Yeah, Mark Brown took the opportunity, gave him some room to manoeuvre into that lunar bend. Backs out of it again. Does Mark Brown needs to fire into it? He does, onto the door and across the line. Mark Brown really coming alive now.
Impressive. Very impressive. Very exciting.
Very exciting.
It's that first battle.
Yeah, well, we will go to the judges for that one. Unsure. I'm quite unsure of what that situation is. Yeah, did Mark Brown... He kind of straight-lined a little bit there through that front clipping point.
Yep. But was it Ricky
but was it Ricky's fault? That's what they're going to be looking at. So, let's take a look back at the replay. Ricky not doing a bad job on that lead line. Threw it in backwards there.
Yeah. That was impressive. Very impressive. The Ricky
Mark Brown held on to it as well. Mark Brown, he kind of took the opportunity, jumped up onto the door. Then he gave him the room, and then he let him get away through 10, and then he really found some pace up onto the side and across the line. Mark Brown doing a very good job, our permit Pro 2 driver.
Well, he has had the most seat time.
He has had a lot of seat time as Mark Brown.
Definitely. Just a quick one on a birthday shout out for Christian at Firefly Speed Shot for Paul Shield, and it's his 6th birthday today.
Oh well, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Have you got cake and candles? No.
Sorry, no.
Oh.
I didn't know.
Not for the birthday boy, for me.
You're not a birthday boy.
I just want a cake. I didn't get this physique from not eating cake, Tess. There we go. Decisions in. Left for Brown, right for Ricky Lawrence, or is it a one more time? 1 vote for Ricky Lawrence. 2 votes for Lawrence. Lawrence gets the win and advances through. I am going to fire it back to the judges. Judges, was it Mark Brown? Yeah, what happened in the middle there?
Yeah, that's right, Ian. It was scrappy from both drivers. Obviously, Mark Brown's lead run is shallow on 5, but that didn't cause the error for Ricky to clip the points at the front. He did miss 8. Ricky didn't have that much proximity towards the end of the finish due to Mark pulling away. However, on the reverse, Ricky had a very, very strong lead run. Gave Mark all the opportunity to gain on him, but didn't. Mark didn't bring the proximity. He was mid-track on clip 1, 2, and also sacrificing towards 7 and 8. Mid-track from 9 back in. Didn't capitalise on that, but Ricky gave him all opportunities, and then he had an error to straighten off 11 towards the end. It was a 5-5 on the first run, but then we had a 6-4 advantage to Ricky, and he only took it by 1 point.
Thank you, Ben. So there you go. Just proximity again, and that was a big thing yesterday with our Pro 2 battle. So I think our drivers need to be very, very conscious of that. Spotters as well. They should have been told that in the briefing. Proximity is a big part of this track. Off the line, it is Willie Hannah to take on Stephen Fitzgerald. This is going to be a very good battle. Very, very, very good battle indeed. Exactly. Willie Hannah he comes alive in twin battles.
He does.
Stephen Fitzgerald, we've not seen too much action from him so far this year. Willie Hannah, nice initiation as he comes down.
Very lovely.
And starts to put some distance between him and Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald now playing catch up a little bit. You can see him shortcutting the circuit to try and jump onto the door. Now starts to rein him in, the Stephen Fitzgerald. They come out into Luna. And Stephen Fitzgerald stalls up on angle there ever so slightly. Gets himself back onto the throttle. Looks for the door of that Nissan Skyline R33 as Willie Hannah puts foot to floor, and Stephen Fitzgerald,
he was lucky there,
catapulted himself across the track there.
He gave that extra clutch kick and what?
It was a big clutch kick. He shortcutted the track and just really wanted to gain some proximity. A bit excited there with that.
That was a lovely entry from Willie Hannah.
Yeah, definitely. Very, very, very nice lead line, and
I felt that Stephen was playing catch up.
Yeah, I think he just gave him some room.
Yeah,
gave him some room to manoeuvre, and that's, you know, you can't really do that at that point. We see a lot of battles lost yesterday in the first half of our top 32 in Pro 2.
Yeah,
guys giving too much room on the initiation, and then they're constantly throughout the run playing catch up, trying to catch that lead car up. So there we go across the line. And yeah, Fitzgerald now, he will sit in that lead position. And Willie Hannah will give chase. So the spotters will be saying to him, nice lead, strong lead, not a real chase. So give it everything you've got.
Exactly.
And stick it to the door if he gives you the opportunity to. So let's see what Fitzgerald's got. Willie Hannah, look, no messing around.
No.
Gives him a little bit of room to come across the track, dive straight into it. Mid-track though from Willie Hannah, but straight onto the back bumper goes Willie Hannah. They come through there. Now Willie Hannah gets lost. Wow. Stephen Fitzgerald just absolutely took off through the centre of the circuit. Out of nowhere found a ton of power and grip and just disappeared. Willie Hannah shortcuts the circuit massively, but he's still not in it whatsoever.
Whoa, that's
out of nowhere.
What? And it was a really good lead line from
It was
Stephen
a very
Fitzgerald,
nice lead line. Well.
This is a tough one, really.
This is a tough one, yeah.
I mean, the proximity wasn't there from both of them on their chases, so...
No, so lead to lead, chase to chase. I mean, would you say that Stephen Fitzgerald had the nicer lead?
No.
The judges are looking at. Well, I don't know.
I'm a judge. No. No, I'm not.
So here we go. Let's have a look. Let's take a look back at the replay. Fitzgerald, very nice into outside zone 1 and 2. Good transition, very deep in 3. Willie Hannah seemed to had this under control up until there. It was like Fitzgerald just...
Something happened.
Flicked the switch.
Yeah.
Flick, and was gone. Absolutely flying. Put the back end of that car into outside zone 8 and then stepped on the throttle and kind of just waved adios to Willie Hannah.
Later.
Willie Hannah didn't even... And don't forget that Fitzgerald made that big dive on that final turn. So this could be... one up for Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
Drift Creations as well. He's pitting with Danny McGuire.
Yeah.
Is there like a little bit of magic fairy dust being sprinkled around in that pits?
Could be. Could be.
I think there's some fairy dust getting sprinkled around in that Drift Creations pits, because these guys have really pulled out of bag this weekend. Well, let's find out. Well, 1 vote for Fitzgerald.
One more time.
One more time from Brad. What does Simon say? Stephen Fitzgerald gets the win. We go to the judges' split panel.
Yeah, that's right, in another split panel. A good lead run from Willie Hanna there on his first run. We couldn't really fault it too much. Stephen Fitzgerald had a mid-track entry on 1 and 2, and he was shallow to try and gain some entry, but had a much stronger finish. In the reverse roll, Stephen Fitzgerald had a very good initiation, and Willie Hanna was also shallow on 1 and 2 to try and gain some proximity. But as they come from 5 towards 8, Stephen Fitzgerald just gave it all. Run the lead line, no more proximity. Willie Hanna couldn't capitalise and try and get on him. The finish, so there was quite a separation between them. So it went 6-4 advantage to Stephen Fitz. We were 5-5 on the first, and the advantage went to Stephen Fitzgerald.
So there we go, Tess. Done and dusted, just like that. And we move it along to the next battle. And one of the drift wags, of one of these drivers.
Yes.
Well, there's only one of them here, and that's Kaylee Harris. She was saying that you'll hear us before you see us. Well,
Amazing.
get your screaming on, drift wags, because on the line is Martin Cowley. He's going to be leading out.
Ollie Evans.
Your current and defending pro champion, Oliver Evans. This is big right now for Cowley.
These cars, though, only 50 brake horsepower between the two, and they are set up on pretty much identical. Westlake's on the rear, both of them. Oh,
this going to come down to driver talent and who can keep their nerve. Experience could be key right now as Evans fires in on the door. Evans with that shallow angle again. We see this at Driftland. Likes to shallow up the car to stay on the door. Look at this from Evans. Flies through that part of the circuit. There's Evans on the back bumper. Wow, how did he make that one happen?
Lovely.
Evans not messing around now. Looks like they've got that car fixed and dialed as Oliver Evans looks for the side of that team locked and loaded. S14 absolutely glued is Evans as he gives him a nudge across the line, makes some noise. Wigan.
He's back.
Evans is back, ladies and gentlemen.
Amazing.
And I was, in my mind, doubting that handsome young Welshman, saying, I don't know. I didn't know, you know.
No.
Normally we see him at the top end of qualifying. Didn't look good in practice.
No.
Everyone was saying he was fast, but he didn't look that fast.
No. But as well, he had problems in qualifying anyway.
He did have problems in qualifying. Just goes to show you how damaged that car was. You know, they've done the work, they've got the car ready, and that chase run was unbelievable. But to have a nice chase, you have to have a good lead.
Exactly.
So Cowley has laid the gauntlet down and said, you know, that's the nice lead. Yeah, you blew my doors off. Now it's time for me to repay you. You've got to give me a good lead. But Cowley was the higher qualifier.
Yeah.
So who knows? What has Evans got? Can Evans prove himself? Look at this. Jump off the line. Evans not messing around. He knows that Cowley wants it. Cowley's hungry. Oh, a little bit of separation as Evans fires down. Four-wheel lock-up for Evans. As Cowley now has to shortcut the circuit, looks for the back end. He did just about. Now Evans, they both jumped the curbs. Evans flying, but Cowley's shortcutting the track, trying to get on it. Dives! Oh, big contact! Evans! Oh, my gosh! Evans forced off the track.
Sugar.
Four wheels in the air.
Oh my gosh.
Tessa's thrown everything out the window in panic.
It's gone! Top 24 only. What? What is going on? Wow. We need to see a replay there.
We certainly do need to see a replay there. That was serious aggression from Martin Cowley, but I didn't. And now Oliver Evans out of the car. Give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Oliver Evans, your current defending 2019 champion.
Oh, is it? Suspension.
And that way it looks like something's broken. So on the front of that car.
Oh no.
And that was serious.
Yeah,
serious aggression.
So
no, nothing broken by the looks of it, but he's driving off and he's got his helmet on the roof. So hopefully someone stops that before it falls off. Look at this. Very nice initiation. Cowley way lost. Cowley was, you know, he gave him the room. He shouldn't have done it. You can see him shortcutting. Watch this shortcut. Massive dive in the centre of the track. Very shallow. Dives in. Tags the back end.
That was a bit of a shunt there.
I mean...
Wow.
Kind of like I just want to see it from clipping point 7 into 8.
Yeah, we need to see that.
Because
behind view.
Did the shunt break a drive shaft? Is that why Evans come off throttle?
Potentially.
Because he didn't stop drifting.
No.
He stopped drifting, sorry. He was off throttle.
Oh. But it looks like there's a wheel mark on his door.
Oh, there's definitely a wheel mark on the door.
All right. I'm just...
I'm sorry, Tess. Sorry, don't tell me off, please. She's been in the pits earlier, telling all the drivers off. Put your bumpers on, do your suit up, scruffy, doing their hair.
When did I do that?
That's why you went, I'll be back in a minute. And then I just see chaos, everyone running around, getting told off.
No.
So Oliver Evans now has a look at the car.
Doing a little frog pose.
A little froggy pose. It looks like the wheels are all pointing in the right direction, but just not sure. I mean, it was a big hit, but it was forcing him the right way. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean, Tess? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I did real Essex there.
I know what you mean,
I went real South London, East London Essex.
Yeah. Wow.
Matt wants to get an interview, but Evans is like, no, I need to fix my car.
I need to go back now. But it was because of Martin Cowley, so he will have a competition timeout to go back and have a look at that to see whether it's salvageable.
Yeah, that was quite a dramatic exit from the circuit. Four-wheel jump. So, yeah, I'm not sure.
Still driving. He definitely took a great rallycross jump.
I haven't seen a drift car take four wheels off like that for a long time. No. I hope Dan Martin, Ollie's media man, I hope he had got that
better
shot.
have it. You can rely on him for that kind of stuff.
You can rely on photographers to get you on your bad days.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I mean, look, I'm not saying that Oliver Evans took a dive, but it was a fair hit, and
yeah, but that's a decel zone.
That's a full throttle zone.
Oh, what is it? Oh, as you're coming around that corner. Sorry, got that wrong.
it was the decel before. There were decisions in, and I'm pretty sure I know what way this is going to go. Simon, Ben and Brad. And there we go, one vote for Evans. There we go, unanimous. Oliver Evans gets the... Oh no. What are they doing to us?
He's mucking about.
Oliver Evans advances through. And, yeah, look, pretty self-explanatory. You can't go pushing people off circuit, so no need to go to the judges. But just wondering, yeah, I'm Geek and I just wanted to know if it broke the drive shaft. Is that why he kind of come off throttle, or was that hit harder than what maybe I thought?
Yeah,
you know,
maybe.
Anyway, we move it back to the start line for the next battle.
Josh
in our
King.
top 24. Yeah, Josh King to take on Neregus now in a borrowed car. He's in Justina Snorkas's E36 BMW, two E36s, one M50 turbo, one V8 turbo. This one guy ended up on the podium at this round last year. Josh King not mucking about there. Looked like he had launch control as he takes off. Look at this, a lot of pace. These guys not messing around. Josh King fires down into that first outside zone. Very nice from Josh King. And look at this though. Neregus not messing around, jumping the curbs. Too much. Too much curb.
Just unsettled him way too much.
Yeah, that was touring car style. That was two wheels clear off the tarmac. So Josh King gets this one. So he's going to lap this one out.
No, he just needs to calm down in his chase run. Because I know what he's like. He's terrible. He just loves banging on doors, doesn't he?
He just loves to get on the door.
And loves to get on the door.
He's got a 10-0 advantage now.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Yeah, look at this. We can see, watch the lovely initiation from both these guys, to be fair. Yeah. The chase at this point from Neregus was incredible. Look how much curb he takes. Ready? Boom, boom. And you actually see the rear wheel lift off the floor.
Yeah.
So, too much in it. As soon as the car landed, compressor suspension. Put him in a spin, Tess.
Oh, look at that.
Very nerdy, very geeky.
Look at you.
So, there we go. Back on the line is Josh King and Neregus. And now Josh King to chase. But like you say, Josh King needs to rein it in 10%. Yeah. I mean, it's easy for us to say, Tess. We're sitting in here in an air-conditioned office talking about it.
Definitely.
But, you know, when you're in that moment, e-spotters hopefully were saying to him, wait, listen, he spun. Yeah. Give him some room to manoeuvre. Yep. And they have. Look at this. Yep. Josh King takes a little step back. He won't get
penalised for that?
Penalised for an inactive chase. Thank you, Tess.
I've got you.
Thank you, Tess. Thanking you muchly for that. He won't get penalised for an inactive chase as long as he's within, 2-3 car lengths or in the same frame on the camera. And he is, but he's not pushing too hard. We know Neregus is going to be going gung ho on this one, just trying to
fly through, but there we go.
Exactly.
Pretty simple decision for the judges on that one as well.
Indeed. And I think Danny Bush is his spotter this weekend, so he's actually listened to him for a change.
He's actually listened to him for a change. So there we go. A simple decision for our judges in the tower. And 1 vote for Josh King. There we go. Josh King will get the win and advance through into the top 16. Does that mean that Washloo...
Congratulations!
Does that mean Washloo driver Josh King battles Washloo driver Oliver Evans?
Oh.
Story unfolding. We'll find out later with our
God.
man on the ground with the impeccable dreadlocks.
Exactly.
Up next, though, very nice battle. Tasty one, this one. Wanacott.
Yeah.
Been up all night working on the car,
Yeah.
issue after issue. Driftland,
Yep.
issues with the car. Stu Jones, car looking good. Two good friends on and off the circuit,
Yes.
but Wanacott not looking 100%.
No, and that's potentially because he's tired. Hopefully he's had some lunch, give himself a little bit of a boosty.
A boosty,
Yeah.
a chocolate bar boost.
Chocolate.
I like
Oh, I love
Boost
Boost.
chocolate bar boost.
I
If
love a
anyone wants to
Boost.
sponsor me and Tess a Boost chocolate bar, it'd be amazing. We haven't eaten anything yet anyway,
No.
so
No.
I'm very hungry. I got told off last time I was eating on camera as well.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
someone complained in, wrote a letter, very official. So, Martin Wanacott just taking that a little bit more heat, Martin.
Yeah, and
He-
just
he
take
knows,
some more tyre off those.
He knows that
What
Stu
are they,
Jones is
Westlakes?
fast. I think he drives on a Toyo R1, a Racing King R1. Very big tyre. So look at the launch
babe.
off the line from Martin Wanacott. But
Stu.
getting the up the inside, a little jump was Stu Jones. Stu Jones, a big mistake,
back.
smoked the tyres.
Yeah.
They gave him the room to walk away. Now Stu Jones is going to be playing catch up. Wanacott, look at this, on and off throttle, pedaling that car. Oh, very late transition from Stu Jones. Stu Jones knows he's in trouble. He's absolutely flying through the circuit. Dials on big angle, keeps hold of it.
Go on,
trying
Stu.
to find the side
Full Stu.
of Wanacott's JZX, and he does go full Stu as they come across the line. Wanacott had that one in the bag.
He pulled out all the stops there.
Yeah,
Definitely.
The big mistake from Stu Jones was he smoked the wheels up
Yeah.
through the chicane.
Yeah.
Watch this. Watch where he clutch kicks, Tess. Watch this. Clutch kicks there.
Silly boy.
Yeah. In that chase position, he needed to just grip it
Yeah.
and dive onto
Get
the
on him.
door on
Yep.
clip one.
Definitely.
Big mistake from Jones. From that point out, you can see, look at this. He's smoking the tyres and then he's on and off throttle, just trying to catch him up. Shortcutting.
Yeah.
Big mistake here. Look how late he takes that.
Exactly. It's because he's playing the catch-up, isn't
Yeah.
he? Wanting it.
So, Stu Jones, big error. Look at that. I'm surprised
Lucky.
he held on to that.
He luckily put the power down in time before it over-rotated, I think.
Yeah, that was very, very close for Stu Jones there on that. Wanacott not really putting a foot wrong. So there we go, back on the line. Wanacott now to chase, Stu Jones to lead him out. One of the final battles, our penultimate final battle in top 24 already, and then we hand it down to our man on the ground. There we go, Stu Jones now takes the jump. Wanacott picks him back up, and look at this, Wanacott clever, grips up,
Yeah.
clutch kicks a little bit later and waits for the dive up and to the side. Wanacott finds the side of that chaser. Oh, gets himself a whole load of curb, 2 loads of curb there from Wanacott. Has to think about what he's doing, makes a
Steady,
dive now. As Stu Jones comes through Luna, and look at this from Wanacott, backing out of it, getting himself in, thinking about the movement as Wanacott jumps up onto the back end of that Slide Motorsport S14. In a cloud of smoke goes Wanacott, but he's still with him.
Oh, I thought he was going to punch him up the bum then. Sorry.
A little-
As they
a little-
across the line,
They
I
were
thought.
across the line. Stu out of it real quick, and Wanacott was carrying a lot more speed. So yeah, it looked like he was going to have a little whoopsie there.
Yeah.
Decisions in, left for Wanacott, right for Stu Jones, and pretty sure I'm going to know where this one's going to go. Yeah, 1 vote for Wanacott. There we go. Wanacott gets to win unanimous. No need to go to the judges. Lack of proximity and a scrappy chase
Yes.
from Stu Jones
That's
seals
it.
the deal.
Exactly.
Oh,
He'll be
and
kicking
see,
himself.
one little mistake. All he done was clutch kick way too early.
Yeah.
Should have just kept his cool and thought about the
Certainly.
situation. Easy for me to say as I
Oh,
said.
your favourite car's coming up.
Well, here we go.
Here he is.
Final battle of our top 24. And this one's going to be a big one. Cole Farrar, local man, rolled out of bed and literally found himself at the gates of Three
He
Sisters
did.
Race Circuit this morning. Dylan Keogh, though, he had a bit of a trek.
Yeah.
Came all the way over
just
from
said.
Ireland.
Yours.
He now sits as the higher qualifier in
does.
lead position.
Yeah.
Farrar in that spare car of his, previously owned by Robin Neeson, that Toyota Chaser JZX. Dylan Keogh, though, definitely not one to be snarled at. He has got plenty of pace and knows how to get on the door. Finished up second place on the podium yesterday.
Yeah, you did. did. And now some slick
certainly is on semi-slicks.
playing with the big boys.
Firing down is Dylan Keogh right now.
Very
nice.
nice
Initiation, very clean. And Cole Farrar getting smoke and tyre thrown in his face. Needs to keep hold of it. Dylan gets a whole load of curb, but keeps hold of it. Farrar backs out of that one. Looks for a dive up and to the side. As Dylan Keogh, look at him working that car. Big clutch kicks. Diving and pulling at the steering wheel. Big dive though from Farrar, but I don't think he's got the legs in that chaser to get on the door. Very wide from Keogh as he goes across the line.
Very, very good.
Brave.
Very good from Keogh. But Carl, just no answers.
No, just...
Unfortunately. It's a shame. And he's been here quite a few times before. He does a lot of demos here.
I'd say he knows this track like he knows the way to drive to the paper shop in the morning for a bottle of milk, Tess, if I'm honest with you.
That's true.
Dylan Keogh, though, I just don't...
Oh, yeah.
He's just flying. Like, look at this. I thought he was going to way over-rotate there on that transition.
Yeah.
Timed it perfectly. Look at this. Very, very nice lead line from Dylan Keogh.
Definitely. I would say Carl's definitely not gelling with that car just yet.
No,
so.
And you know what? I just don't know if he's... You know, I think there's a lot going on, you know, for him. I think he's getting inside his head a little bit then. Different car, good contender. So Farrar now sits in the lead position. Dylan Keogh will want to know, and he's done everything he can in that lead. Put down a very nice lead line for Dylan to for Carl to chase. And now Farrar, that's the young Irishman breathing down his neck as they come off the line. Look at Dylan, look, staring across at him.
Oh,
cannot wait to get underway. Both clutch kick together, and look at Dylan straight onto the side, onto the back bumper. A little bit of separation opens up. As Dylan now looks for the side. Now he starts to lose some ground. Now he starts to make a few mistakes. Dylan Keogh will need to make the time. Oh, he's going to get himself caught up on the inside. Takes the end plate off the spoiler. How does Dylan Keogh keep a hold of that one? As he now makes a dive again onto the side of Cole Farrar's JZX. A little wobble from Keogh. He needs to get himself back in the mix. Here he comes.
Come on.
Wheel to wheel as Dylan Keogh brings the fight to Farrar.
Card.
How did he even make that transition happen?
How did he?
You sucked up so much in the room.
Oh, that was
wow.
brilliant. Oh, I like that. That was impressive.
You like that, Tess? Want to see some more of that?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Top 16 coming right up. Don't worry, don't you go anywhere.
And that
Look
replay.
at this. And the replay. Watch this. Dylan Keogh, he gave him some room to manoeuvre. And for me, that was where Dylan started to play catch-up. Look at this. Not a big mistake.
No.
Run a little bit of curb there.
Yeah.
Stepped on it. Watch this. Look where he gets himself.
How? And the
end plate just
popped off the other
ejected
side.
itself. It was like, I've had enough of this. I can't be part of this action anymore. A little wobble there from Dylan though, and that was almost a big straighten.
Yeah.
But did Farrar shut the line?
Yeah, that's it.
That's I think what
He
the
was on
judges
a bit
have
of a
probably been looking
shallower
at.
line.
Yeah, was he shallow, not wide enough, and allowing Dylan to get to the door? So I can hear the judges in the background discussing that one. Yeah, that was in forwards. Who knows? If we get a decision, we will be going to an ad break, and then when we come back, it will be our man on the ground, Matt House, with our top 16 drivers. He's going to walk down. He said to me, "I'm going to try and get them to fight." I said, "No, don't get them to fight. We need them to drive."
Yeah.
But he said, "What I'm going to get them to do is, have a bit of trash talk between them." So I'm looking forward to that. He's going to and they're going to parade the cars in front of all the people here in attendance. There we go.
Oh.
We haven't got a decision. It's going to be a one more time. So a one more time between these two guys. So one more time. I'm going to throw it to the judges. Guys, a lot of mistakes. Couldn't split them.
Yeah, way too many mistakes. Error from Carl Farrar, kind of clip 5, chasing Keogh. Good lead run on Dylan's first line. Carl didn't capitalise on that and pull up enough, but again, there was an error on both parts. Carl had a much better lead run, gave Keogh all the opportunity. As they came in towards clip 8, we thought Keogh was going to obviously make the dive and pull up all the way towards 11, but unfortunately that didn't happen, and Keogh had a big error towards 10 and then finished 11 on the inside of the track. Too many errors between them to call a winner.
Thank you, Ben. So there we go. Too many mistakes between them two guys.
Yeah.
An easiest way to do it, Tess, is run them one more time.
Exactly.
So it does look like both of those guys have headed back to the paddock to get some fresh tyres, a bit of more race fuel in the back of the car, and look at this. I mean, we've been graced with beautiful weather for 3 days.
It's incredible.
3 days.
So
while we've got 5 minutes...
Oh,
you know. So, while we have got 5 minutes...
Yes. Oh, hang on.
We're going to go to a quick video.
We are.
Of Matt, who's talking to some of the guys about power and setup and what these drift cars go through.
Definitely.
Thanks, Ian. So I'm here with Mark from Two Roads Motorworks. He's built this amazing car for Hayden, and he's also supporting him this weekend. So tell me a little bit about the beast.
Well, it is beast. And I think the biggest question that I get asked most often is it an LSX? Is it an LS3? Is it an LS7? And what I would say is that it's LS based, in that we're running an LS7 dry sump setup. We've got LS3 water pump and heads, but this engine was actually a great big crate motor. It was built by CBM Motorsports in California. It arrived in a great big box. This is what you get if you just want everything. So it's a 440, so we're talking 7 odd liters of V8. And then people say, well, how much power does it make? And obviously the key to this insanity is this huge Pro Charger, this F1A Pro Charger. And you say, how much power does it make? And I would say it depends on the size of the pulley that we put on. So the bigger the pulley, the less boost we make. This is the biggest pulley. We make about 10 PSI. On 10 PSI, this thing will make 730, 740 horsepower. On pump gas, on V-Power, you could get it from the supermarket, put it in, 740 horsepower. But if we want more power, all we do is we put a smaller pulley on that spins the supercharger faster. We get more boost. So we go 15 PSI, we're probably in the 900s. And if we really want to party, we put the 20 PSI pulley on, we run it on full race gas, and we'll do 1,006, 1,010 horsepower. And all the torque you could ever want in the entire world.
Well, that's what I was just about to ask you, because as much as that power figure is crazy, obviously it's a V8 with a supercharger. It's got to be making some crazy torque figures.
On the dyno run, when we made 1,000 horsepower, we also made almost 1,200 Newton meters of torque. So, I mean, we're in the 900s on foot-pounds of torque. It is a ton of power. And to try and put it down through a 265, we got to set the car up for grip. We're limited on that tire width, so we're trying to put as much grip, mechanical grip, suspension grip into the car, so we turn all that power into forward motion so we can go fast.
That's it. You want that forward motion, you want that side bite. So let's see it in action. Thank you very much, Mark. Thanks, Ian. Back to you. So there we go, and that is all about that incredible car, Hayden Cruikshanks, and that is the big cuddly bear that is Mark from Two Roads Motorworks. Incredible
American guy.
Right, let's get into something. There's something we need to talk about, Tess. I know you're very excited.
I am.
So Tess, today, it wasn't you because you've been working with me.
No. My lovely friend Georgie
has been out at Wigan, giving out wristbands.
She has indeed.
That's correct, right?
Which is the RDX.
So
Drift
these
Academy.
are cloth wristbands.
They are.
That go around your wrist. So I don't know if we can get a camera focusing on the crowd at all. Well, I mean, I'm asking for, for
a lot here.
I'm asking for a lot here, but if you are in attendance and you have a wristband on that you've been given by
Georgie,
lovely young lady called Georgie,
or you've picked one up from the car.
Picked one up from the car. They were on the car, were they?
Yeah, some of them were on the car. Georgie gave some as well.
Right, okay. So if you've got a wristband from RDX on your wrist at the moment, or in your pocket, or in your handbag, or somewhere, take it out and have a look at it, because on the inside, where the two little tails hang out of the little plastic bit, there should be a bronze
little circle on it.
And there's 2 of these.
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
So there's 2 wristbands floating around today with 2 bronze little circles in it. If you have got one of those, what do they win, Tess?
They win a bronze drift experience with RDX Drift Academy.
Wow. So there you go. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're in attendance now and you picked up wristbands, or you was given a wristband by Georgie, take it out, have a look on your wrist, see if you've got it, and if you've got it, where do they need to go? They need to go down to the car.
They do.
So they need to go down to Georgie, who is at the 350Z at the RDX stand. Go down, make yourself known, and you've just won a drift. You get to learn. You get to drive the car.
Yes.
Let me have a look in my pocket. I didn't get one.
Well, you didn't go and see Georgie, did you?
Well, I've been working, Tess. This is unfair. No, congratulations if it is you. I mean, make yourself known to us, me and Tess, if you've got us on Facebook or Messenger. Slide in the DMs so we can give you a shout out, because we want to give back to giving back,
Exactly.
And what a prize. So they come here to Three Sisters.
Yes, they do.
And they get to do a 6 skid in a 350Z.
Exactly. it'll be one of me.
So who are your instructors? Who are the instructors?
Well, it could be myself. It could be Martin Richards. It could also be Mike Larner. It could also be Danny Maguire. It could also be Hayden Edwards as well.
So a whole host of Pro and Pro 2 drivers teaching you how to drift a car here at Three Sisters. And you do it in the paddock where these guys are pitted now.
That's correct.
There's controlled environment, you get some seat time, and you get told how to drift if you've never drifted before. Wow, so if you've got that wristband, slip in the DMs for me and Tess.
Or if you have got a wristband anyway, you should be tagging RDX Drift Academy. Take a picture with the car, whatever you fancy, and let us know.
And let you know. Why? What? Is there another prize?
Well,
there could be.
There could be. There could be something secret going on.
I'm going to just quickly pop out to the toilet, Tess. I'll be back in 5 minutes. I need that photo of the car and the wristband.
I'm so glad you finished that song.
Get your mind out the gutter, woman. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. So what an incredible prize. And I didn't even know this was going on. I was kept in the dark until this morning.
Sorry, mate.
You hid it from me because you didn't want me going through the bag of wristbands having a look. I mean, I wouldn't have cheated much. I would have had a go. I mean, I got to drive the Drift Games 350Zs at one of the IDC events last year. At the Drift Games events last year at Punchestown. Dave Egan said, you've got a few hours to burn. Like, we're going to do a shout out and you're going to be giving passenger rides. And you know what? And I gave rides to a lot of people who didn't know that I was, a lot of people just think that I'm a commentator and that's the end of it, And I was a pro driver back in my day. And I gave a few passenger rides, and I had so much fun. 350Zs are so much fun to drift. They're just brilliant cars.
Yeah, straight out of the box as well.
Yeah, incredible. No modifications.
Don't need to do that much to them to get them to.
It's so much fun. So look, I'm jealous that you get to drive a 350Z here at Three Sisters. I might come along and try and get a passenger ride with my hero.
Oh, little
Martin Richards. How did you know I was going to say that?
You already started the combo.
So there we go. Yeah, slip in the DMs. We want to know who you are if you won it. So please make yourself known. First of all, you need to get down to Georgie, super excited, and tell her she will take all your details and sort that out. And you'll be contacted by RDX for your experience.
Yes.
And we want to know so we can let everyone else on the BDC Insider and all the people in attendance know who won it. So there we go. We're going to go back to the start line now and get some real drifting action underway. A one more time battle. Dylan Kehoe to take on Cole Farrar. They couldn't get it done in the first half, but they've felt each other out now.
Exactly.
They've had a little bit of a tussle. They've tussled in the pits.
That's it.
Fresh tyres, more race fuel. This should be a cleaner battle because they're going to know what to expect now. We're hoping for no mistakes and a nice door-on-door battle. They're off the line. Dylan to lead, Cole Farrar to give chase.
They listen to their spotters.
Look at Farrar staring down at Dylan.
Oh, yes.
Nice initiation by Dylan, though, as he fires in. Look at this. Shallows up the angle, does Farrar. He tries to get on the door through the smoke. He's made a big mistake. Big mistake from Farrar.
Oh, he just opened up the door for Kehoe.
Yeah, big mistake from Farrar. He tried to make a dive. Look at Dylan Kehoe, though. He dialed more grip in. Look at this as he fires through the back end of the circuit. Foot to floor. Very wide.
Nice.
Incredible. Cole Farrar looks for the side of that S14, but this time no proximity as he goes deep on 11 and across the line. Dylan Kehoe looking strong.
Very, very strong. Yeah. Oh, I think it was that bump over the third clipping point.
Yeah,
that just upset Carl.
Cole got a sudden rush of blood to the head. The excitement set in. The energy drink was flowing through his blood, and he thought, "I'm going to go for it." He see red, literally.
Yep.
And thought, "I'm going to aim for it." Look at this big mistake from Farrar.
So you like red cars?
I love a red car.
Do you like the Chaser as well?
I like the Chaser as well. It's a shame that Cole Farrar has ruined it by taking the back bumper off, because this morning it looked beautiful.
Yes.
Still looks nice now, but we don't like a lack of bodywork, do we, Tess?
No, definitely
But for me, Dylan's car, I love an S-body.
Yes.
Absolutely adore S-bodies. Red one, Japanese style graphics, cool wheels. I love that car.
Yeah,
sounds and goes well.
Yeah. It does indeed.
Yeah, beautiful car there, built by Dylan and the crew. So there we go, we swap them around. And now Cole Farrar leads, and the spotter would have been screaming in his ear or saying, "The hell are you doing? The hell are you doing, buddy? This is not how you win a battle. You need to sort yourself out." Dylan is not going to mess around. He's going to want to get a shot in top 16. They come down the hill. Dylan gives him some room and then dives. And then backs out of it again. Farrar gets out of it. Oh, Dylan almost makes the same mistake there. Now he jumps on the curbs. Dylan starts to rein in for our through the centre of the circuit. Now Dylan makes the move. Now he starts pulling him in. Gives him the room to manoeuvre on the transition. Now this is it. He's going to be glued to the door and there is no shaking.
Go on.
Dylan right now as Farrar gets on the inside. Dylan on the back bumper. Across the line. Very nice job.
That was pretty obvious to me. Pretty obvious to me for sure. Wow.
Well, there we go. And we got this decision done first. There
definitely.
we go. One vote for Dylan. There we go. Dylan Kehoe gets the win and advances through to the top 16. Wow, and that's our top 16 done. Tess, we've got a winner.
Oh, have we? Yes.
Mike Jackson, Owen Adair, has got one. So there we go. Congratulations to you, Owen.
Yeah, buddy.
Sent a photo through, and the smile on his face says, so Owen, get yourself down to Georgie at the 350Z and go and get yourself signed up. Mike Jackson's son, Owen. So there we go.
Fantastic.
Incredible. The Drift family giving back to the Drift family. Awesome stuff. So that is it. Top 24 done. Let's take a look at our top 16 if the nerds have cooked up the cooking pot.
Hopefully.
In the back room, surely they have. They're so quick on this.
Exactly.
And I mean, they're not going to want to work with me anymore. Here we go. Look at this. Top 16 coming up in a few moments' time. First battle of the day. Max Cotton to take on Danny Maguire. Rutherford to take on Cunnington. We didn't see the Maguire-Cunnington. It's still not there. McKeever to take on Lawrence.
Oh, wow.
Barker to take on Fitzgerald. Stefanov to take on Evans.
That's going to be a
Silky
good
Silcock to take on Josh King. Louis Who Edwards to take on Martin White. And Ken take on Dylan Kehoe. Wow. That's what's cooking in the kitchen at BDC, that's for sure. Well,
cooking on gas.
We're going to have a small ad break.
We are.
Don't go anywhere. Because when we come back, our man on the ground with the luscious dreadlocks is going to be interviewing these guys and getting some trash talk. Don't go anywhere. From me and Tess, we'll see you very, very soon.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Tarmac Sports.
Drifting can be the most demanding motorsport in the world. My name is June Main. The high RPMs required to keep my tires spinning and rubber burning are brutal on engine oil. That's why Lucas Synthetic Oil Stabilizer was formulated for performance on the track and the highway. Lucas Synthetic Oil Stabilizer keeps my power on for split-second decisions, making every shift and turn count. When it comes to my engine and engine oil, I give it every advantage with Lucas Synthetic Oil Stabilizer.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, the drone is up. And our top 16, top 16,
Toxic?
toxic 16. Our top 16 drivers are ready to do some trash talking and do some waving to our crowds. As you can see down there, Max Cotton, the young gun. Oh, he's parked up alongside a man who he was battling yesterday.
Yeah.
So the first battle of our top 16 pro competition is what we see yesterday in our Pro 2 competition. It just goes to show you how much these guys push really, really hard.
It certainly does, and it's good to see.
These guys, our amazing track staff down there for the British Drift Championship, are just parking these guys up, getting them gridded, and we're going to have a few words from our man on the ground, Matt House, with them, find out what they're feeling, what's going on, because don't forget, 8 of these guys haven't even driven yet.
Yeah, that's
so
it.
8 of these guys have not had a battle, you know, they don't know what the track, if the track's changed, if the grip's changed maybe a little bit, so it's just a nervous wait for them.
Yeah, exactly. I'm excited for this.
I am very, very excited for this. I just see Luke Barker down there talking to Stephen Fitzgerald, and Luke Barker said, I mean, we can have a battle, it's fine, but I don't know how much power I'm going to have and if the car's even going to last. But
exactly. Yeah.
And Stephen Fitzgerald's just thinking, this is fun, car retuned, said it's flying, looked very fast. That car out of nowhere, that 7.5 just took off.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Absolutely took off, and Willie Hanna had nothing.
Yeah.
Literally nothing to give on that one. So.
But I'm excited to see what Stefanov can pull out the bag as well, because he's exciting to watch.
He's very, very exciting to watch, and his qualifying runs was something else. So
savage,
very good. You can see down there our man on the ground, Dwayne McKeever, qualifying in 3rd place. Fourth. Big upset. Yeah. Big upset. So. Not sure what's going on through his mind. I wonder if that's got to him a little bit. He's very cool, calm and collected.
Yeah, of course he is. Definitely.
You know,
Dwayne McKeeves.
Yeah, and drives in the Drift Masters European Championship, which is, I'm going to say it, the best championship in the world.
Yeah, it is.
The best drift championship in the world.
Hands down.
So pressure, I don't think, will get to McKeever like that. You know, he's used to, you know, being pipped to qualifying by the machine, James Dean.
Exactly.
But you know, is there something that he's just not feeling? Does he not really like the track layout? Does it not suit his driving style? He did talk to Simon Perry earlier on today and said, you know, what was the deal? Why didn't I qualify higher? And Simon Perry said he was on that B line, you know, more than the A line. So
he actually understood him.
He understood him. Yeah, I can understand him now. You spend enough time, and you kind of, you know, your brain rearranges. Look at this.
Look at this
battle.
Literally the biggest guy on the grid, like as in muscle man
versus
the smallest kid on the grid.
Smallest kid on the grid. You're a poet, you didn't even know it.
I nearly chucked my headphones off my head. I threw my head back to laugh that much.
So there we go. Yeah, Max Cotton to take on Danny Maguire, first battle of our top 16.
Exciting. Little nod there from Max.
Yeah, and he's just, I mean, we big this kid up a lot.
Yes.
You know, we big this kid up a lot, and we say about, you know, future stars are drifting, and him and Louis Edwards definitely, you know, like definitely are the future of our drifting. And I'm not going to be around. I'm not going to be still in this hot seat by the time that those guys are winning championships, or well, they are already winning championships, but I mean, they are, you know, representing Europe for sure. But like these guys are literally, you know, who are going to take us forward, and it's really, really good to see, especially Max Cotton. Max Cotton, you know, if you don't know, he's a wealth of knowledge of go-karting, right? So he comes from go-karting. He could have gone down a completely different route and gone into like TCRs or Time Attack or BTCC or even Formula One, and he didn't. No. You know, he took the opportunity and said, drifting is
something different.
Yeah, drifting's a cool new sport, and you know, I know he had contacts with the guys at Team Hard through looking to get him into BTCC cars and get him out there and touring cars, and he said, no, I want to do drifting, and I want to try and be the youngest guy in the UK to, you know, support the UK. And look where he's come, and look at the talent he's got.
Definitely. Oh, and that's the thing about Paul Cunningham, actually. He was saying, we're just going to go out and bang some doors. I'm going to get somebody.
I've seen Paul Cunnington drive before, and he doesn't mess around. No. He's not scared to take that car home in a cardboard box.
No.
He will literally put that car in a little coffin, pack her away, put her in the trailer and say, I'll see you in a few days. He doesn't mess around. Well, ladies and gentlemen, me and Tess are going to step outside and listen and feel the warmth of the sun, listen to the crowds cheer, as our man on the ground with the handsome dreadlocks, Matt House, is going to have a word with your top 16. Thank you very much, Ian. I'm here down with Mr. Kehoe and Mr. Quinn. Unfortunately, Mr. Kehoe's car won't turn off because it's got a starter motor problem. So we've got a very noisy drift car in the background. But how are you feeling going into this little battle, Mr. Quinn?
Yeah, I can't wait now. Can't wait to be battling with someone like Kevin now. Really push him around, hopefully.
Well, that's it. A superstar like this, man. Have you got anything to say to him?
Just watch out, I'm coming for you.
Right, so this man reckons he's coming for you. You got any response from that?
I'll not say nothing because I seen him driving yesterday and he's pretty on it, like, so I'm not going to say nothing, but I'll give it my best.
So we're not going to have a Quinn Motorsport sticker on the side of that, or we're going to be making another door like Mr. Barker's?
We'll try our best.
Awesome, thank you very much. Right, let's see who we got down the line. So we got Mr. Wanacott and Mr. Edwards. So this is going to be a very interesting competition. Got any little fighting talk for this man here?
Not really.
No? I heard he said he was going to teach this young man some lessons.
He probably will.
Oh, come on, Martin. You going to give him a little helping hand?
I'm going to give him a go. I'm going to try and push him around a little bit, but I mean, we all know how good he is. All these youngsters, we just got to keep on top of them, haven't we, if we can?
Yeah, that's it. And he might actually have a little sort of advantage, because if you actually had any sleep, I hear you've been to Birmingham, see Greg at Pro Tuner just to map the car, just in between competition.
Yeah, we've done a few 100 miles again, as usual. We had 3 hours sleep last night, got back here at 3 a.m. in the morning, up again at 6. But working on adrenaline, I'm sure we'll be all right.
Man, that is dedication to the cause. Is the car working now?
The engine's working brilliant today. We've still got the ongoing locking steering, but we're managing that. That's, you know, nothing compared with the engine issues. So yeah, we're happy. Greg done a brilliant job last night. They worked their asses off and got it back working.
Awesome, thank you very much, Martin. So come on, Louis, we're going to see a little bit of this part.
I mean, if I can keep up, yeah.
Come on, if anyone can keep up, you can.
I'll give it a go.
Awesome, thank you very much. We shall see the action from these boys very shortly. See who else we've got here. Here we go, look. The guys are is this the skinhead crew? Come on, you boys not grow any hair. Come on.
It's gone grey.
Yeah, it's just gone grey, so you cut it all off. Yeah. Is this down to drip?
Yeah, very much.
Yeah. Okay, so you've not got anything to say to your little competitor here?
Don't spin.
Oh, no, that's a low blow. So come on, Ollie, what have you got in retaliation to this? Oh man, come on. This is weak, yeah. These boys are too nice. Let's get moving. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a fight going. So come on. So look, here we go. We've got Dwayne McKeever and Mr. Ricky Lawrence. Now this should be a very good battle. Come on, let's have some fighting talk between you two. So who's going to push who over the finish line?
Hopefully a bit of both.
Bit of both, is it?
Yeah.
So no overtaking, undertaking. Who's quicker?
Oh, we'll have to wait and find out.
Who's got the biggest horsepower?
Don't know. Look, 400.
400, yeah. There is no chance there is 400 under there. We need to add another 0 to that, I think, young man. So come on.
500.
500 brake. I know you've definitely got more shotguns under there.
700.
700. So we've got 200 brake to play with. Your steering now working properly?
Yeah, it seems to be going good. We've had a lot of ups and downs this week, so seems to be getting to the good end of it.
Come on, positive attitude. You've got Mr. McKeever next, full throttle. So we are moving along. Oh, we got Mr. Barker, Mr. Fitzgerald, Mr. Smooth and Mr. Angry.
Yeah.
So how are you feeling going into this one?
I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy. Yeah.
Oh, you've always got a big smile on your face.
Yeah, I'm happy, yeah. I'm just going to drive into him.
Is it drive? I mean, you always seem to be driving into Mr. Barker. I see your door's been fixed.
Aye, the door's been fixed. If it's didn't get any closer to me, then you can put signature on there as well.
I can see the fight, the eyes. It's like staring him out from here.
Yeah.
So are you going to put any little white paint on that blue paint? Because it's looking very clean.
Yeah, I think I'll try to.
Come on, there's got to be more in there than that.
Well, if the car plays ball, then definitely with some timeouts on there.
Awesome, thank you very much. Right, let's see if we can move on down and find anyone else. I see our head judge, Mr. Perry, giving the last minute sort of adjustments to Mr. Kiva, giving the drivers as much information as they possibly can to give you the best action that you can have on your screen. How are we doing, Mr. Cunnington?
Very well.
Mr. Rutherford?
Very well.
You're feeling very well.
Oh yeah. Everybody's getting it, and that's how it's going.
Loving the smiles. You're feeling very comfortable going into this competition?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, everybody is driving amazing. You know, you complete the doors, every one of them. So it's great to be here. You know, great to be with him. OG.
So we're going to be trading paint?
Definitely. Like right there, my tyre will be on.
So on the Tarmac Sports, we're going to get a nice little black line there, yeah?
Absolutely.
Awesome. So come on, Mr. Rutherford. You've been in the game quite a while. I'm sure you can
long.
give this young whippersnapper some...
Yeah, Paul's really consistent. I think we're both quite consistent on this track. So, yeah, I'm just going to go as fast as I can around this last corner because that's, I think, where I'm going to be bogging down a bit. So I'll try and keep up and try and trade some paint. Paint, not metal. I'll be happy with that.
Paint or metal, that's it. As long as we're door on door and we're seeing that action, get all the adrenaline pumping. Right. Our men of the hour, Mr. Max Cotton. Danny Maguire in his new car, look, Mr. Smiles, Mr. White Teeth and smiling. Actually, to be fair, both of you are smiling quite a bit. You got a nice
chat.
Nice little chat.
We're having a nice chat, yeah, because this is a repeat of yesterday. We've said we're going to exchange some paint and some rubber today, definitely.
I definitely think you need some pink marks along that way.
Yeah, I'll accept some pink marks, yeah, and but some rubber's going on them doors today, definitely.
Yeah. Come on, young man. What you got to show for him?
Well, I've just got to paint it in pink, really, and yeah, send it.
Send it indeed. You made any adjustments to the car going into this?
We thought, you know what, keep it the same as yesterday. It's what I know. So yeah, it didn't fail me yesterday, so we'll keep it the same.
And obviously, on the basis that this young man pushed you out of it yesterday, you made any little changes to get on his door?
I've made my steering rack actually connect to my car now.
That's always handy, yeah.
So it actually steers which way I want it to now, so it might work now, yeah.
But you know, with drifting, you steer the opposite, yeah?
Oh dear.
Oh. That's where I've been going wrong. Damn it. Thank you very much, Mr. Guire. We look forward to the competition. Thank you very much, Ian. Let's get back to the action. Okay, I've been here. They're not actually ready, so let's see if we can go and have a chat with someone else. So, Mr. McKeever reckons he's only got 500 brake. I reckon we should make him open this bonnet and have a little look. Open this bonnet, Mr. McKeever. Come and tell us a little bit about what's under here. Do you want me to pop this little aero cache? Wow.
That's 400 horsepower right there.
400 horsepower right there, apparently. I think, yeah, this man must know Pinocchio very well. So do you want to tell us a little bit about the engine? It's BY engine?
No, it's not even. It's actually my tuner back at home. It's actually, he built it, so it's a 2.5 from an RB25 bottom end with a GTR head on it. This is only my small motor at the minute, but I actually have a big motor on the way. I'm thinking I might be putting it in for the next round, but it's a mental engine. This is only my baby spare engine.
So that's why it's only 400 brake, is it?
Correct.
The shotgun one was stayed at home, did it?
Yeah.
Awesome, thank you very much. I mean, this is an absolute weapon. Are you actually going to give us any little secret power figures?
Well, they made 745 on the dyno last week, but we turned it back. It doesn't need to be at that sort of horse tracks like this. It's only, that's for big tracks. We actually surprised the hard made, so.
Have you taken the hard cut off this weekend?
We had as much as we love it, we have to keep everybody happy, so we took it off.
It is a bit scary when it's going around, to be fair. We do have to look round and make sure we're all safe.
Yeah, everyone thinks there's gunshots gone off, but it's not really, it's just my car.
Yeah. Awesome, thank you very much. We're going to little move down this. Come on, let's go. Let's see what else we can find. Thank you very much, Dwayne. Where's the button gone? Come on, Ricky. Right, so let's have a little chat with Mr. So we've got Stefan Stefanov here. He's missing his competitor. Mr. Ollie Evans is apparently fixing his car. How are you feeling this weekend?
All right. It's not bad.
Just chilling?
Yeah, comfortable.
Nice and relaxed, comfortable?
Yeah.
Obviously you had some problems with the car sort of last year and also last round. Are they all fixed now?
No, still got it.
No, so still got engine problems, still just sending it, full foot to the floor?
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome, and you're going up against last year's champion, Mr. Ollie Evans. How are you feeling?
All right, I can say. All right, we'll see in the end. It's him, I know, but
Yeah.
I cannot do it. Why not?
So you made any changes to the car, obviously on the basis that you're going up against Ollie?
Sorry?
Made any changes to the car?
No, still the same like last year.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Stefanov. Good luck.
Thank you.
Have fun. All right. Let's see what we got. These boys definitely looked a lot happier earlier. Hold on a minute, right, come on, we can't have this. Come on, we can't have this. This man's relaxing. You're just about to go into a top 16 battle. You cannot be looking this relaxed.
Yeah, but it's pretty chill, isn't it?
It is pretty chill, but we want some adrenaline.
Yeah, there will be.
There will be. Yeah. Have you had some energy drinks?
No. No, I had a little snooze. But
Had a little power nap, just chilling, ready to go. Yep. Is this because you've got that lovely John from JDM Motorsport giving you a little hand?
yeah, basically, I try and destroy the car, and then he gets to spend all day fixing it.
Yeah.
It's great fun.
That boy has been under this car all weekend.
Yeah, credit to him. He's absolutely sorted out. And chassis bent, steering rack bent, everything else bent. Seems to still be working somehow.
And I literally on Thursday saw you putting some lovely new stickers on this end plate. And now I see that you've lost the other one as well.
No, we took it off, so it's symmetrical.
Oh, is that it? Just to balance the car out, yeah?
Yeah.
Was that OCD or actual balance?
No, OCD. Definitely.
Thank you very much, Ollie. I'll let you get back to your sunbathing because I need to add some rays, you know. So, right, I hear Ian and everyone else is ready to get back to the action, so I'll fire it back to you. Thank you very much.
So
Jeez.
thank you, Matt.
Great
yeah,
job,
me and
mate.
Tess were just
Well
having a little daydream
Sorry,
there, just
yeah.
chatting, just chatting.
Apologies.
We was looking at the cars, and I was saying to
Just
Tess
enjoying
that,
the sunshine.
yeah, I was saying to Tess that a couple of them now I just want to take home again.
Yeah,
I'm greedy, aren't I, Tess?
Yeah, you
I just
are.
want to take all the cars home all the time. It's just I'm selfish, and I just think they're going to get ruined, and they probably are.
Yep.
Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, our top 16 drivers all out on their cars. Not sure what they're doing now.
No.
I mean, lads,
what's
I mean,
happening?
let's not muck about.
Yeah, and also, do we not want to bring the crowd up?
What do you want them to stand up?
No, well, I don't know.
I don't know if they're going to stand up,
No,
Tess.
I don't think
mean,
they're
it's your
gonna stand up. It's only a top
first
16.
weekend, first weekend on the job. You're asking for a big thing there. You know, I struggled to get a cheer out of them. So we're just waiting to find out. Make sure everyone is ready to rock and roll, and I do believe that our drivers have been given the signal. So, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I'm giving them the signal. Oh, so no one told me that. So, surprise, surprise, ladies and gentlemen. It's down to me. Well, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for your top 16?
We can hear them.
I could barely hear them, Tess. We're a mile away, so I don't know how loud they're cheering. Gentlemen, get in your vehicles, fire those cars up, and let's get this top 16 underway. And the first battle for me is a big one. Now, look, the good thing is we don't have to wait too long.
No.
Because they've had their fresh
They're ready.
tyres on, they've got the fuel in. As long as no one does a silly burnout.
No.
Now, and they get told off by Auntie Tess.
Yeah. Maybe.
So these guys now are going to get in their car, strap up. The first battle of our top 16 pro competition is going to be Max Cotton and Danny Maguire.
Yes.
Looking forward to that one. Yeah. And what a lineup we have. You can see Marshall down there sending these guys away. Now, things are going to get heated.
I think so, very, very quickly.
Very, very quickly. I'm just blown away still, and I'm not going to lie, I'm still blown away that the first battle of top 16 is going to be a Pro 2 competition. Danny Maguire, don't do that.
Danny,
don't do that.
Don't be a silly boy.
You're going to get told off. He's going to need those tyres in about 20 seconds' time when he's on the start line.
Yeah.
So there we go. And as you can see, Ian Rutherford there, Dwayne McKeever. I mean, these guys have got a
Put your front bumper on. Who's that?
Who is that? That is Ricky Lawrence.
Ricky.
You sounded like that lady from EastEnders then. The anchor, yeah.
We'll stop there.
We'll stop there. Bring it back. God. Rein it in, Tess. Yeah. Rein it in. So there we go. Our drivers. And you can look at the flags. Look, these guys bring in some support.
Yes.
Really, you know, a big family here at the British Championship. We've got the Welsh flag out there. I do believe that would be TIFF. Is that TIFF? TIFF, are you buying that Welsh flag? Wave your arms in the air like you just don't care.
We've got too much smoke.
We've got too much smoke now. We're going to see. We're going to see. I do believe that is TIFF. TIFF. She comes all the way up to support Martin and Karina Wanacott and the boys, and travels all over the UK. I mean, that's dedication,
It
right?
is,
That's
definitely.
dedication.
And it's lovely to see that they can come from all over the place.
Yeah, and you know, supporting
lovely
their
weekend.
local heroes. Yeah, of course. And it is a beautiful weekend. Nice opportunity to get out of the house before Boris locks us down.
Yeah,
again
but I
on
have
Monday.
to say, it's only Saturday. It's weird.
It's Saturday. Yeah, it's only Saturday. Tomorrow. I mean, tomorrow, if you want to see some more drifting action, if you're at home or if you're here in attendance and you've got to drive quite a way down the road like I have and Tess have tonight, tomorrow, we spoke about it yesterday, me and Tess, and a whole host of our British Drift Champion drivers are going to be at Brands Hatch.
Yes.
Doing some drift demos at Go Japan.
Yes.
We spoke about it yesterday. Martin Richards, my hero.
Oh,
I love looking in his eyes. Can't see him because I'm a lot shorter than Martin, but I do like staring at him from a distance.
Bless.
Martin Richards has the oldest and most competitive drift chassis going in the UK, so he's going to be driving the Driftworks R32 Nissan Skyline.
He is.
The main man, I mean, Mr. In-Stock Garage D himself, will be driving an iconic car, the Blitz Kendamura R34 Nissan Skyline. Yeah, we're going to have to move along.
Sorry.
He's going to be driving that and the S15 from HK. So Go Japan tomorrow, Brands Hatch. Tickets online, not on the gate. Make sure you buy them. Max Cotton, Danny Maguire. I can't say any more about these two guys. 700 horsepower, 430 horsepower, but power doesn't always make the difference.
No, it doesn't. No, not at all. But Danny's here for a laugh now. Like, he has made it to the top 16.
More than a laugh.
Yeah.
I think Danny is just...
He's just going out there for the bants and
he's going out there
the
for
fun.
The bants. I mean, and for Danny Maguire right now, to beat Max Cotton...
Wow.
Well, I mean, you kind of take all the marbles home with that one, don't you? Because you know, we talk about beating certain drivers. You know, you beat your Dwayne McKeever or you beat your Oliver Evans, and you know, you kind of gain some momentum in the drift fan scene. But I think for Danny Maguire, if he says, "Well, I beat Max Cotton, who won the competition yesterday and qualified first today, qualified first yesterday, he's winning the Pro 2 Championship, and he's sixth competition, so that's a big move." But
exactly, you've put the green light out there.
Put the green light out there. That means I'm ready to go. These guys are ready to go as well. Let's kick off our top 16 here. Pro competition at BDC round 2, Wigan Three Sisters race circuit. Let's go. Look at this from Maguire, already smoking the tyres. Big mistake from Maguire. Yeah, Maguire smoked the tyres. Now he starts to find a little bit of traction. Jumps up onto the back end of Cotton's PS13 as Cotton lays it down. Look at this. Oh!
It was very shallow from Cotton, though.
Yeah, very shallow, and that kind of mucked up Danny Maguire in that transition. Now Maguire keeping his cool. The door's open. Takes a step in. Does Danny Maguire as he looks for the back end and the side. Oh! Contact, and he holds on to it as Danny Maguire pushes Max Cotton across the line.
Fair play.
Oh, Maguire was just
those. What's the
what? I'm lost, Tess. I looked at you then and I was lost. Go on, Maguire.
No, we were playing.
Yeah, massive mistake from Maguire there on that initiation. He gave Cotton the room, but he's got the power and the grip. 700 horsepower from that V6 twin turbo Nissan GTR engine.
Yeah.
It was shallow from Cotton, you're right, but Maguire managed to make it work.
He stood on that power.
He did, and then you see the door open. You can see Cotton really working the wheel inside that car. Look at this. He didn't touch him. He didn't touch him. It looked like he pushed him. Slotted in nicely like two little jigsaw pieces. That's what they did there. Danny Maguire now leads out Max Cotton for a spot in the Great 8 here at round 2. And Danny Maguire launch control on anti-lag popping, fires off the start line. And Team Hard's very own
Here we go.
Comes down. Oh, wow. Look at the initiation from Max Cotton. Bravery from Max Cotton as he gets himself up on the inside, makes a dive again. Max Cotton is not scared of 700 horsepower. Look at this.
Go on,
from the young gun. He's going to make a big dive again onto the door. Max Cotton absolutely flying.
Impressive.
Look at this from Cotton. Cotton shallows up, dives on the door again as Maguire tries to cloud him out, but there is no chance he's getting shaking this young kid away.
Oh, wow.
Whoa, what are we witnessing?
Oh, my
what are we witnessing right now?
Hands down. Hands down, that's Max's.
Wow, yes, Tessa's called it. Tessa's called it. I mean, if the judges disagree, she's going to be up there telling them off.
Exactly.
Wow, what an incredible...
Oh my gosh. That was impeccable. Like, this kid has not been driving for that long at all.
No.
And he is sitting on Danny Maguire's door at 700 brake horsepower.
700 horsepower on the door.
Yeah.
So there we go. Incredible stuff. Well, judges, I mean, they're going to be
mind blown for a start.
Definitely.
I mean, the proximity game was incredible from Max Cotton. Absolutely incredible. And decisions in. Slide them left for Cotton, right for Maguire. 1 vote for Cotton straight away.
Yes.
There we go. Max Cotton gets the win. It's unanimous. Takes down Danny Maguire, and Cotton advances through to the Great 8. No need to go to the judges.
No.
That chase was the one.
Incredible.
The one.
That is almost, I would say, as good as some of the top drivers at DMEC.
Oh, wow.
That is,
big statement.
Big statement. It is.
Big statement. I'm getting told off on a message. I'm very, very sorry to Tiff Randall. She's saying, my flag is not Welsh, it's Devonshire. I'm sorry. I knew what I wanted to say and I just got the words mixed up. Yeah, I'm very sorry. Will you forgive me? I'm sorry. I make a lot of mistakes, and yeah.
It's all right. I'll hit him for you, Tiff.
It's ow, Tess, stop it. So there we go. Yeah, it's a Devonshire flag. Of course it is. Yeah, the Devon fighter, not the Euro fighter. Silly boy and I. Moving it along back to the start line. It is going to be Ian Rutherford now to take on Paul Cunnington. Paul Cunnington. Cunnington. You're struggling with his name today, aren't you? I struggle sometimes as well. There we go. Rutherford now to lead out Cunnington. And again, Cunnington, he's already had a battle under his belt, so he kind of knows how this feels, how the track is and how it feels to be on circuit twin battling. Rutherford, though, whole wealth of knowledge in his head.
He's already drifting.
Yeah, Cunnington, look at this. Shallows up the angle, making that proximity dive. Did hold on to it. Look at Rutherford, though.
See banging on doors here.
Oh, wow. Cunnington nearly got himself caught up on the inside, and that made him lose a little bit of ground. Rutherford goes very wide.
The door for him.
Very wide from Rutherford. He's on the dirt, though. Transitioned way too late. Way too late. Oh, and contact. Contact as Cunnington goes for an overtake. Cunnington holds on to it as Rutherford gets in it. This one scrappy. Oh, and a nudge across the line as well.
That's what he said he was going to do.
That's a full-blown fist fight right there. Full-blown fist fight.
You are off, bro.
Wow, look at this.
Oh.
So, brave initiation from Paul Cunnington. Initiated, shallowed up the angle massively to stay with Rutherford. Rutherford throws on some big, wide transitions. Cunnington gives him the room here, and this is where he makes a dive. Look at this. Boom. Comes on. Shortcuts the circuit, though.
And transition too late.
Yeah, but that was forced. I think that was forced by Rutherford's transition. I like the way Cunnington nudged him and then said, sorry, sir, you first.
Yeah, exactly.
you first, and then I'll hit you again.
Yeah, come on.
So there we go. They are back on the line. And now Cunnington to lead. Rutherford will be looking across him saying, are you serious?
Yeah.
Beating my car up.
Come on, lad.
Beating my car up. Spent all the off-season prepping it, making it look pretty. And then you go and put tire marks all over it. Well,
he might do the whole back at you.
Yeah, this is it. Will Rutherford repay the favour? And look at this. Rutherford aggressive straight away as they slip through the net, down into the initiation point. And now Cunnington starts to unleash 600 horsepower. Rutherford shortcuts, jumps up onto the curb. He's going to go very wide. He's on the mud. Now he loses more ground. Cunnington starts to drive away. And Rutherford's starting to show some flaws, a little chink in the armour from Ian Rutherford as Paul Cunnington absolutely hammers down and blows Ian Rutherford away across the line.
That was impressive.
Very impressive.
I have to say, Paul did keep his cool.
He did, yeah. I thought maybe he would, you know.
Yeah. You never know.
Well, decision is in.
It is.
And there we go. Easy one for our judges.
Cunnington.
And there it is. Paul Cunnington, unanimous, gets the win. Rutherford's mistake wheels off there. And, you know, that bit of damage, those bumpings, were unavoidable for Paul Cunnington, you know.
Yep.
Trying to keep drifting. Ian Rutherford's on and off the track. So
exactly. Yep.
That was bound to happen.
Definitely.
So they get the decision and head back out. And now we go back to the start line for a very good battle. Tasty one. Very tasty one. Here we go. Ricky Lawrence stares down the track and sees Dwayne McKeever warming up the tyres on the back of that Strom Wheels Tri-Ace tyres 180SX. Look at that. RB26 versus 2JZ. 666, the number of the devil, I do believe. Yeah, it's 800 now.
Exactly.
Versus 500 horsepower. Tri-Ace tyres versus Westlake tyres. Ricky Lawrence, not been having a great weekend.
No.
Not ashamed to admit it.
He's bringing it back.
He is slowly
But I'm a bit angry with him.
He's got no
It's still
front
not there.
bumper.
It's
Well, I
still
mean,
not there.
he absolutely annihilated it, Tess. I don't think there was much chance of him repairing that in the little break we had. McKeever, though, will be unfazed, stares down the track, and now looks to try and fix some of the work that didn't get done in qualifying. It's very slow round that first corner was McKeever. So slams it through the gears into that initiation, screams down the hill. Now McKeever starts to bail smoke from the back end of that S13. Ricky Lawrence is going to get lost. He's found himself up on the curb. He goes very wide on the grass. Absolutely.
But he's carrying the clipping point.
Hacks and clipping point. Does Ricky Lawrence. He stays in it though. McKeever deep into those outside zones, and McKeever flying away with this one as Ricky Lawrence with a clipping point jammed in the front of the car.
In the cone. Peden, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Colin
you
the
have,
cone
yeah,
is
you
in
have
the
to
front
say
of
sorry to
his
Peden
car.
there. Wow, so look
Wow.
at this. Ricky Lawrence just went for a wild dive.
Yeah, he did.
Wild dive.
Yeah.
He's seen McKeever driving away with this one. Look at this big initiation. Nice drive from McKeever.
Lovely.
And Ricky Lawrence, look, clouded in the smoke. He was lost at this point there. Didn't know where the hell anything was going. On the grass, on the curb, way too wide. He had no option but to take those cones out.
He was lucky there, though. Managed to get back on track without debeading as well.
Yeah, and managed to keep drifting.
It's smoking, really. The front of the car has got a cigarette hanging out.
A cigarette hanging out, yeah. Wow, so Dwayne McKeever looks like he stole the show with that one. They sit back on the line now. Ricky Lawrence will be kicking himself in the car after that mistake. McKeever, his spotters will be saying, well, you don't really need to do a lot, but we know you will do everything. So
Dwayne is still going to be on his door.
he certainly will be. Come through the gears, down the hill. And look at this, McKeever initiates straight away, gives him the room as McKeever is like a cat with a toy right now, chasing Ricky Lawrence around the circuit. Ricky Lawrence, no problems on that front clip this time. Wow, McKeever comes through, almost takes the back end off the car. Look at this, McKeever glued. Oh, little rub of the bumper. A little kiss he gives him as they come round Luna, and McKeever glued to Ricky Lawrence's door.
Fair play.
Arm out the window and across the...
Love that. Fair play. I have to say that is a bit of a wanting Dwayne to battle.
To battle, yeah,
And,
of course.
Really, really cool.
Really, really cool. There we go. Decisions in. Slide them left for McKeever, right for Ricky Lawrence. Pretty sure this one's going to be a simple one again. Yeah, 4 wheels off track for Ricky Lawrence there. Yes. Pretty sure that would have been a 10-0. Even still, you know, even if it was 3 wheels, still a massive deficit. Maybe a 9-1 there to McKeever in that first half.
For sure.
Incredible stuff. And McKeever out the car and he says, you know what, fair battle, buddy. Very nice lead.
Really?
Very nice lead. It gave me the chance to get on the door and really seal the deal for the judges. So there we go. McKeever advances through to the Great 8. Move it along. Luke Barker now to take on Stephen Fitzgerald. Now, Barker's car is hurt.
Yes, she is.
Fitzgerald and Barker have exchanged some trash talk in the past. So this one might be a little, you know,
interesting.
A little slogging it out match. They get the green light ready to go.
Here we go.
And here we go. Look at this. They get the thumbs up, green light, ready to go. Look at Barker. Hot steps straight off of that start line, trying to get the jump. But Fitzgerald's got the shorter run through, so he will gain back onto the back bumper. Left standing a little bit, throws it in though, and now Fitzgerald starts to rein in Barker. Barker flying through the first half of the circuit at the moment, but we know that Fitzgerald car is an absolute rocket ship when it needs to be, and now he makes a dive, throws on big angle, has to sacrifice a little bit of that to get back into it. Shallows up, does Fitzgerald. Look at this, he doesn't seem to have the pace. Barker's car looks absolutely on form as he flies through the back end of the track and across the line.
I don't think there's any problems with that anymore.
I think they've fixed it.
Yeah,
whatever it was, I think they've fixed it. Wow, look at this.
That was impressive. And as well, I think Luke had a brilliant line as well. So he did give Fitzgerald all the chances to jump on him.
He certainly did. He gave him the opportunity. Didn't have the minerals. No, he didn't have the minerals. Oh, sass talk from Tess Whittack in the tower.
It's only Saturday.
It's only Saturday afternoon. Wow, look at this. Yeah, look. I mean, Fitzgerald really. I mean, yeah, the door was open. Very, very nice lead line from Luke Barker. The door was open to take all the opportunity, and unfortunately, no minerals, no power maybe, just a little bit of lacking or something. We'll move it back to the line now. Fitzgerald gets to lead out Barker, and Barker, well, he'll want to stick it to the door, you know, seal the deal on the trash talk.
Exactly.
And say, I can't just talk the talk, I can dance the fandango.
Oh.
You was going, yeah, the walk's the boring one.
Yeah, sorry.
Dance the Fandango's the one now. Look at this. Oh, very shallow though. Offline from Fitzgerald.
Luke did well to stay with that.
He certainly did. And Luke will now look for the back end. Shallow from both of them as they come through the centre of the circuit.
Almost a straight in for me.
Yeah.
From me.
Barker finds the side of that S15. You can see him up onto the rear quarter, almost pushing as they come round that final turn. Look at Luke Barker, door on door as they cross the line.
He's incredible. He really is.
He is a very, and again, another young talent from the UK. I always forget about Luke Barker. He kind of slips through the net a little bit.
But he went over to Ireland, didn't he?
Yeah, proved himself there. Almost won the championship. Look at this,
there
unanimous. Luke Barker gets the win against Stephen Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald out, Barker into the Great 8. Again, looking for another podium is this young man this weekend.
It's so nice to have nice little comments about my commentary and
I
having
don't get
fun
any.
up there.
I get told off for saying the wrong name on flags, and you know, you got that wrong.
I'm excited for this one.
You're excited for this one?
I'm really excited.
Well, I mean, tell us, Tess, why are you excited?
Stefan pulled it out of the bag with a new engine for this weekend.
Yep.
Pulled it out of the bag for second place qualifier.
Second place qualifier.
Get my words right. Ollie Evans, though, he's a bloody good chase driver.
Well, look, Evans' car in qualifying didn't really perform. Damaged parts, didn't really have it, didn't really... Oh. Wow, and I have heard nothing on the radio, and I mean nothing on the radio about this. Do we have an issue with it? No, there is. Sneaky boy. Just hiding out a shot.
Is he?
Getting us all. He's late to the line, so maybe there could be more of an issue with that car. Evans couldn't do it in qualifying. Had to battle top 24. Pulled it out the bag. Showed us why he was the champion in 2019, and he had the minerals. Stefanov kind of been in the background a little bit last season. Proved himself. Showed his worth. Gets here this weekend and says, "I've got what it takes."
Yeah.
Him and the track absolutely dialed. Evans though, his championship is still alive. McKeever's on the ropes a little bit this weekend.
Definitely.
Evans will want to hold on to a championship. Second in the points at the moment in the Pro Championship. Evans needs this one, but the car took a beating from Cowley. Is it 100%? Wow, look at Evans. Dives up onto the door. Incredible initiation, though, from Stefanov as they come flying through the front clipping points here. Evans onto the back bumper on the curb. They go. Evans going to make a big dive here. Look at this early dive from Evans on the transition. Stefanov absolutely flying, but he just cannot shake the Welshman right now. As Evans tags the front wheel onto the front wheel with Stefanov, as they come absolutely screaming. Evans squeezes himself into the gap and across the line.
Wheel bashing. Well, I did say that I thought Ollie was going to bring the noise, and he did, definitely. But Stefan
brought the whole picnic, Tess.
Yeah, he brought the whole picnic.
Wow.
But Stefan was on an impeccable lead line.
Look at the lead line from Stefanov.
It was really, really
just
good.
Flying. But Evans was, you couldn't get rid of him. It's like a wasp, and you've got a fizzy drink in one hand and a lollipop in the other, and you're trying to enjoy the sun, and Evans is like the annoying little wasp that won't go away. And look at this from Evans. I love the way he got himself in the groove. Look at this. Got himself tucked up on the inside and said, nah, keep going.
Come on, lad.
Stefanov looked across and was like, wow, that was naughty.
Definitely.
So, Stefanov now, not really seen him be aggressive in the chase position. Can he repay the favour? He's going to come off the line.
He's going to try it.
And he's going to do everything at this. The Bulgarian driver living in the UK. As Evans fires in. Yeah, look at this. Stefanov not really bringing the fight at the moment, but Evans offline. Evans is off that qualifying line there. Stefanov now starts to rein in Oliver Evans as they come through the middle of the track. Stefanov shortcutting a little bit now to try and gain proximity, but Evans is absolutely flying, and Stefanov right now, no answer for Evans' pace as Evans stands on the throttle, and you can see the change from both of these guys as they try desperately to get away from each other.
That was good, though.
It was very, very good. Very
Ollie
good.
had a few mishaps
offline. He did have a few wobbles.
But he had impeccable chasing with Stefan. So.
Yeah. Yeah, Stefanov,
Yeah, just not in it for me. Slide him left for Stefanov, right for Evans, and I can see where this is going to go.
Indeed.
One vote for Evans. There we go, unanimous. Oliver Evans, your current defending champ, moves through to the Great 8. Unfortunately, Stefanov out of competition.
It does.
Proximity, the key to that one. Okay, Evans didn't have the perfect lead line, but it was still chaseable.
Yeah, it was.
It was still chaseable.
Yeah.
And you know, proximity, we spoke about it yesterday.
Exactly.
Big part of this track. Up next, Silky Silcock to take on Black and Decker Josh King. I don't even want to know why or how he's got that nickname.
No.
Just leave that one there.
Yeah, probably best.
Get your mind out the gutter, people.
Yeah.
Here we go on the line.
This should be good, though.
This should be very good because neither of these guys we've seen battle before.
No.
Together. I've never seen the Silcock Josh King lineup. Josh King was on the podium at the Pro 2 event this time last year.
Yeah.
And Silcock we've yet to see evolve or emerge. And now he looks like he's going to throw everything he has down off throttle for a very long time. There's Silcock, and that allowed Josh King to get up and to the side. Josh King almost got himself caught then. As Josh King now looks for the side of that PS13 once again, and King's going to make a dive. He's on a wider line, and look at him tagging onto the back end. Josh King stalls himself up there, makes a nice dive across the track. Silcock foot to floor, but there is no shaking. Oh, what a wobble!
Wow.
Big wobble from Josh King there. As they come through that final turn. Yeah, what happened?
What happened there, Josh?
A misshift?
Maybe, could
because
be.
I don't think that Oliver Silcock shut the door.
No.
He didn't shut the door. I think he was wide enough to allow him to get there.
Yeah,
Let's take a look back at a replay now. Silcock, nice lead line. Not as deep on that C line. You can see ABC on those lines denoted on the floor. So not on the widest line. Josh King was lucky there. Nearly got himself caught up on the inside.
Yeah.
A nice transition here from King. He went wider, which let him carry a little bit more speed and pace around that corner. He kind of closed the gap here.
That was nice there as well.
Yeah, that was nothing to do with Silcock. That was a mistake forced, on his own with Josh King there. So
must have been a misshift.
Misshift, or maybe the car bogged and he went for a big clutch kick.
Yeah.
Who knows? They're on the line, ready to go. King now to lead out Silcock. So Silcock looking strong at the moment. No mistakes in his call. He put down a perfect lead line. Can he put down a nice chase? That car been bruised this weekend. A lot of repair work. He's given King some room. That could be a bad decision from Ollie Silcock. As now Josh King starts to fire down and lay down the gauntlet. And there's big separation opened up right now. Big separation opened up between these two guys. Ollie Silcock, you can see him desperate, trying to find the side of that BMW, but look at this from Josh King. Big angle, hammers down and absolutely disappears in the distance.
Now then, what's going to happen there?
I'll tell you what's going to happen there. The judges are going to make a decision.
Oh, you're funny, you are. We're only
You
the
like
top
that, didn't you, Ted? You
16.
like the way I did that. Oh, so good. Do you know what you really want to know? I think
What?
one more time.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think
I'll
one
make you
more
right.
time. I think that's the easiest way to separate that.
Definitely.
I think that's the easiest way to go about that one, because it wasn't, well, let's see what the judges think.
Hey! Oh, we're good at this.
I'm going to fire it to the judges just so that everyone at home thinks that I've not got the buttons. Judges, we send it to you real quick.
Yep, multiple errors, too much to call between the two. It's a one more time.
I mean, we don't even need judges anymore, do we? I mean, we could do the whole show.
Yeah, of course we could.
Yeah, we'd drive the cars, commentate and judge ourselves. Exactly. We couldn't run the live stream, though, because we're not nerdy enough.
No, exactly.
Yeah, there we go. And there they are, our judges in the house.
Oh, look
Brad
at them.
O'Nines,
Wave.
Simon Perry and Ben Manuel. Those guys calling the shots. Simon Perry's going to pound me into the ground later on tonight after that comment. So there we go. We move it back to the start line. It will be Louis Edwards. I don't know what I've done with the woods there. I just threw something into that. I should never
double V, isn't it,
double V. Louis Edwards
And Martin
to take
Vonnegut.
on Martin Vonnegut. Why are you doing that? I don't know. You'll get sacked. You'll get me the sack. You carry on. So anyway, did you find out who was the second wristband winner? No.
No, not yet.
Did Georgie not tell you?
Anna's
Did we not?
No,
No,
unfortunately
she's
not.
sacked.
Yeah.
Get back to the line. Look at this. Right, so we get the green light. This is going to be a good one.
Yes.
We spoke about this. Louis Edwards absolutely laid it down in qualifying.
Yeah.
But we know Vonnegut, his car is unwell.
It's a poorly dear. Oh, look at this from Wonnacott. No messing around.
You need to be careful, Wonnacott. Don't shut him out.
Yeah,
His
Wonnacott
entry.
needs to be very careful, but he knows Louis Edwards is fast. Look at the line from Louis Edwards. Absolutely pinpoint perfect. As now Wonnacott, look at this, shallows up the angle. He's desperately trying to hold on to Louis Edwards. He starts to lose some ground. Edwards is absolutely flying. Now Wonnacott comes alive. Whoa, wow. Wow, Wonnacott on that transition was phenomenal. Waited and now dials up onto the side. The power from the back of that Toyota Chaser finds Louis Edwards' car. They fly across the line.
Louis liked that one. Yeah, that was good. That was impeccable line.
The
from
lead
Louis.
was just, I mean,
amazing.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh,
damn. Look at this. Look at the line. He's millimetres from falling off the edge of the track.
He is. But precision. That
He's
is
so controlled, such a
incredible.
good line driver. I mean, perfectly timed transitions, and it gave Wonnacott all opportunity, and it did. Look, he goes so wide, Wannacott's like, I can slip in there.
Yeah, but why didn't he get on him just...
Come on, you tell him. Go tell him. You've got his phone number. Give him a ring. You know, come on. You know that pedal?
Yeah,
you know that pedal?
exactly.
Push it.
Yeah.
Get on the door.
Even more so.
He did get on the door. You know, I think he sealed the deal at the end of the run. I think he knew he had to get close. He got there, and he kind of said to the judges, "I'm here. I'm in the fight." But.
Yeah, but was it enough?
But was it enough? Because the lead from Louis Edwards was incredible. Well, the spotters will be in the ear roll of Louis Edwards now saying you need to be on the door through that final turn. You can't mess around, otherwise Wonnacott is going to eat you for breakfast. They come down and fire in right now. And look at this, Wonnacott not as deep on that line, not a clean lead line.
Louis
but Louis Edwards gets up onto the curve, almost makes a big mistake, starts to get lost now. Does Louis Edwards?
Steady.
Shallows up and dives up onto the side. Flames erupt from Wannacott's car as Louis Edwards jumped in it. I think there's a problem with Wannacott's car. I think it's misfiring. Banging flames as Louis Edwards now jumps on the curb onto the back bumper and across the line they go.
For me, that was Louis, sorry.
I resign as a judge because I don't want to call that battle. The easy ones are easy.
The easy ones are easy. Well, that's why they're easy.
Wannacott's car, though, on the limiter.
Yeah, something's not right there.
Something's not right again with that car. Look at this. Wonnacott not as wide. But Edwards, big mistake here. Look at this. That's a dart. He shortcutted the track. He knew he was going to ride way up on that curb. Yeah. But then, watch Wannacott's car. Comes in on the throttle. Bang. Bang. Car not moving. Hardly any tyre smoke. No tyre smoke. Look, puff of smoke.
Yeah.
Now finds power, gets back into it. Wonnacott was just beating that car to death to get it round there.
Black smoke as well.
Black smoke, unburnt fuel, that Tess.
No, no.
I'm a geek. You know you're a geek as well. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a bit lean,
so a bit lean. Oh, that's the Martin Richards coming out on you there.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, not a well car, and I think that was maybe, that gave Edwards, you know, he see it, wounded deer. We spoke about it. We said he was a wounded deer.
Wounded deer.
And Louis Edwards was the hungry cheetah.
He was.
Are you all right?
Cool, yeah. I just a little bit muttly there.
A little bit muttly. Well, here we go. Decisions in. Slide them left, right. Oh, there one more time. Oh, I mean,
wow,
again.
That was quick.
Let's talk to the judges again. Judges.
I know.
We were just trying to work back where the errors were. Both drivers having an error on 3 to 4, backing out of it slightly. Good proximity on Martin Wonnacott on his chase run, but then there was a slight stall up or error from him on his lead. But Louis didn't capitalise on that and get the proximity. It was very, very close, but both drivers having errors. We want a cleaner version of that, so we want one more time.
Thank you very much, Ben. So, yeah, I mean, Louis didn't really. I mean, he did. I think Ben's being harsh there. You pulled a screw face. You weren't happy with that. Yeah. I think he did capitalise on the problem with Wannacott's car.
Remember how much horsepower Louis hasn't got in comparison.
Exactly that. An LS3, pretty much stock motor in that car.
Definitely.
So yeah, well, we go back to the start line. This is a battle of the Irish.
It is.
There's more way. And they're going to battle in the UK. It is Kevin Quinn to lead out Dylan Kehoe now for a spot in the Great 8, and it's the last battle of our top 16, apart from our one more times.
You got that in there before I said it.
I was getting in there. You can't beat me. So here we go. I mean, Kevin Quinn, seasoned pro, been to Europe, drove with the best in the business. Yes. Right now, he's got a young man that's chasing him down who doesn't care where you've been. He wants to know where you're going. All the smoke. Jeez. Dylan Kehoe jumps on the curb now. Dylan Kehoe shortcuts the circuit, looks for Kevin Quinn's S15. Wow!
Dylan Keogh not messing around.
Fair
Big
play.
transition. He's in the inside of the circuit, though. He's making a whole host of errors. It's Dylan Keogh in the chase position as Quinn squeezes the throttle, drives away and leaves Keogh in a trail of smoke.
I have to say, it was very hard to chase Kevin with so much smoke.
So much smoke.
So much.
That's
He
the
got lost
European.
from
That's
the
the
third.
European trick, that,
Yeah,
isn't
it
it?
is.
You make all the wheel speed.
Yeah.
Blind your opponent. I mean,
Exactly,
you know,
that's
if you
what I
can't
was
see where
just
you're
about to
going, you
say.
can't get on the door.
No.
But Dylan, you know, kind of unfazed. Made a lot of mistakes. I mean, a big clutch kick there.
Oh,
But then, yeah, up on that curb, gets away with it though.
he did.
And transitions through. Nice dive now onto the door, and
Really
Dylan
nice.
kind of works himself out. Nice transition there, but this is where I think he makes the mistake. He puts the wheel up on the inside curb, comes through here, just doesn't get into the mix enough, early enough. I mean, he's not that far away.
No, he's not. But you can probably guarantee Quinn is going to get on him.
Well, you'd like to think so.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You'd like to think so, Tess.
Yeah.
Who knows though? Who knows the line they go? Dylan Keogh. It's not one to be laughed at.
No.
He's got very nice lead line. Kevin Quinn now hammers alongside him, lets him manoeuvre in front of him, and now Quinn, as I said, seasoned pro, tries to jump up on the side, and he gets there. He's going to be very careful, Kevin Quinn. Almost gets himself caught again as Dylan gets a wheel up on the curb. Now Dylan starts to drive away from Kevin Quinn. Absolutely flying.
Very nice.
Quinn shortcuts the circuit and
my
spins.
gosh. Oh my god.
Quinn shortcut the circuit, got a wheel up on the curb and put himself into a spin. Dylan Keogh seals the deal and finishes the run.
He did.
Just as the camera changed shot, we missed the spin.
He did. Oh, Kevin's not
Dylan's pulled up, he's opened the door and he's like, where is he?
Where is he? What's happened?
What? Hey?
Oh.
Wow. So just like that, it was the transition.
It was.
Kevin Quinn come through that front clipping point 6, went to transition into 7 and took a dive on the inside. He got a wheel on the curb and put himself over-rotated. There we go. Easy one for the judges.
Exactly.
Slide them right for Dylan Keogh. There we go. Dylan Keogh, ladies and gentlemen, gets the win, advances through to the Grade 8. Kevin Quinn gets out the car and he says, I made a massive error there. He gets back in and says, I don't even want to talk about it. So there we go.
No, mate, get off the track.
Wow. Here we go. Let's go back to a one more time. The first one of our one more times will be Silky Silcock to take on Josh King.
Yes.
So
Send him out.
just needed a cleaner version.
Yes,
Just needed a
definitely.
nicer. There was a few mistakes.
Lead line needs to be better from the both of them.
Yep.
And also just chasing to be a bit
Closer
to each other,
just
please.
get on the door, lad. Here we go. Fire him in. Oliver Silcock now leads out Josh King. Looking good is Oliver Silcock. This is a nicer
better.
lead line. Look at this. Like I say, they've felt each other out. They kind of know where the track conditions are. Josh King getting left in the smoke right now. Very, very nice job there from Oliver Silcock as he fired through. Outside clip 7, gets on that line, dials out the angle ever so slightly, but here comes Josh King, pushes up the inside wheel on the curb, and on the door he goes! Josh King finds him, but right on the last minute.
He did, yeah. Silcock did miss clipping zone 8.
Yep, shortcut the circuit ever so slightly, just missed it. Yep.
But Josh managed to stay in there, which was quite good, but
Yeah, let's take a look at where
too late.
Ollie Silcock, that didn't fall apart. But
No, it didn't.
Made an error.
He started.
This was very nice.
Really
very,
lovely.
very nice. Very wide line. Gives Josh King all the room to do what he needs to do. Nice transition here from 5 through that
Waiting.
front clip. Look at this though. Gets out of it a little bit too early. And drops 8.
Yep.
As you said, Tess. And that kind of opened the door for Josh
did.
King.
Yeah, but he didn't do that soon enough in my eyes.
No, he waited and then he jumped on a lot of angle before the finish line. I thought he was going to over-rotate and put himself into a spin there. So we swap. Yeah, something along those lines anyway. We swap them around and Josh King now leads. As Oliver Silcock. He knows the mistakes he made.
Yeah. But can he stay with Josh?
Yeah, he needs a little bit more proximity.
Oh, dear.
It just keeps. Do you know what? Where the wheel's black, I thought he'd lost the wheel. Then I thought he'd completely lost the wheel. I thought that was game over. Big mistake on initiation there from Josh King as his bumper dances around in the background, firing the boot lid and body panels in the face of Ollie Silcock. Ollie Silcock holds back. He says, "I don't want to scratch my car." As Josh King hammers the throttle to the floor and across the line.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh, the back end of that doesn't look very pretty
He
anymore,
threw the boot lid in the face of Ollie Silcock. Watch this.
Poor Ollie.
They come through and down, and very wild initiation.
Yeah.
Bang. Lucky he kept a wheel on that car.
Definitely. Certainly was.
That bumper comes detached as he transitioned through. And you can see Oliver Silcock holding back ever so slightly like this man is wild. Now look at that. The boot lid does a disappearing act. Oliver Silcock punts it off the edge of the circuit. And then Silcock just holds back, you know. I think Silcock's just worried about what Josh King's going to do.
Yeah, indeed. As he was a bit all over the shop.
He was. It was scrappy.
That's a tough one.
They can't go one more time again. These guys are going to have to get a decision now on the go. So here we go. Who's it going to be? Oliver Silcock or Josh King? Who's taking it through to the Great 8? 1 vote for Oliver Silcock. And Oliver Silcock gets the win and advances through. And I'm going to quickly ask the judges what that one was down to. So we go to the judges.
Yeah, sorry about that. Just reading his notes. Oliver Silcock had a very, very good lead run, gave Josh King all the opportunity, but Josh had a plethora of different errors behind him. He was shallow on 1 and 2, shallow on 8, missed clips 5 and 6 as well. He had a strong finish over the line at 11, but that wasn't enough to make it too much of an advantage. Obviously, in the reverse run, Josh had a massive error at 1. And it gave Ollie the opportunity to just run the qualifying line. Yes, he didn't pull up as much and have the proximity, but his chase line was better, and therefore he took the advantage.
So there we go. Oliver Silcock took the right decision, stayed on the qualifying line and just let Josh ruin it for himself in the end. Never mind. We move it along. Louis Edwards now to take on Martin Wonnacott. I'm pretty sure Martin Wonnacott's sitting there thinking, I never knew this was going to happen.
Yeah, wow.
I thought I was going to walk away with this one. Definitely. A lot more power, a lot more experience. But Louis Edwards, he's just got raw talent, and his lead line is impeccable. Well, he will be leading, and Martin Wonnacott will be chasing him down. This is the one more time for the final spot in our Grade 8, and again Wonnacott finds a side. Yeah, look at this from Wonnacott now. He knows he needs to be hot on the heels with a young gun. As they come through that 5th out zone, Wonnacott's very wide from Wonnacott. Louis Edwards puts the foot down, tries to drive away. As Louis Edwards starts to evade Martin Wonnacott right now. Wonnacott uses all the power, shallows up the angle, jumps onto the back bumper, and on the door he goes across the line.
Fair play. But again, really nice lead line from Louis, for sure.
Oh, look at that. Wonnacott on the back bumper.
Games.
Mind games.
Yeah.
If he had headlights, he'd be flashing him. The way he takes down that cone, just hangs the bumper over the curb enough just to knock the cone down.
Definitely.
But Wonnacott this time didn't give him the room. I think in the last run, Wonnacott didn't realise that Edwards was going to be that quick.
Yeah, so he's gone back and done.
He's just gone back, a little sneaky, and
put those pressures down a little
bit, and then just on the initiation made the dive. This for me was textbook. Though. Look at that, very nice job from Martin Wonnacott.
Little tap, just here.
So they go back onto the line, swap them around.
Have a little dance.
Have a little dance from our start line, Marshall.
Start line, man. He loves it.
So Wonnacott to lead. And now Edwards.
Send him.
Edwards to give chase. I just, what Edwards is thinking, what do I need to do? I need to bring the proximity, but, he's got the power, so I'm just going to have to...
Come on, Louis, get in there.
He's going to have to shortcut the circuit, but not do it in a way that it's messy, He needs to make it happen. He needs to dive on this initiation, and he does do. He goes for it. Very tidy job there. Looks for the back end. And Wonnacott now on a much nicer lead line. Is that car going to hold up? Flames out the external screamer. They come through. Oh, big flick. He's wide. Oh, and Wonnacott's off track. Wonnacott's off track. And Louis Edwards puts a hand out the window and waves to Martin Wonnacott as he passes him on the grass.
Such a shame for Martin.
Wow.
Fair play, Louis. Fair play. Narrowly missing him as well.
Narrowly missing Martin Wonnacott. Martin Wonnacott.
Oh, wow.
Just fell off track, carrying so much speed. It was a big, snappy transition into that outside zone.
It's a big car to slow down.
Ah, man.
Big car to slow down.
Yeah, big car. Martin Wonnacott, no such luck this time around again. Louis Edwards takes the win and moves through to the Grade 8, and Wonnacott's pain is just not going away as he destroys the tyres on the back end of that car for his fans, these Devonshire fans up there in on the top of the track, wave him on, and Monacott says, when will I get a break, man? So there we go.
Wow.
Louis Edwards takes the win and gets himself into our Funk Motorsport Grade 8, and that's it, Grade 8 done. Now we move it up, step it up a gear.
No,
this is for the final
16
4.
done.
Top 16 done, sorry, I'm getting excited. Getting excited, I'm getting excited. Let's move it along.
Here we go.
Well, Max Cotton now to take on Paul Cunnington. I mean, Cotton, can this YouTube school child
that plays the sim a lot?
Plays the sim a lot.
Yeah.
Can he be beaten? Well, almost double the power in Cunnington's car, but that means nothing.
Oh, now this
right
could be interesting. I'm excited.
Well, your first place qualifier yesterday, your podium winner yesterday, your first place qualifier today now sits in the lead position against Paul Cunnington. Can anybody stop this young gun? Oh, Cunnington's been left sleeping. He smokes the tyres on the S14.5. He gets the shortcut, so it means he catches back up. And Cunnington needs to be careful here as Cotton goes very wide. Cunnington, though, shallows up the angle, jumps onto the side of that PS13 on the back bumper. There's going to be wheel marks. There's going to be paint traded right now, but whose paint's going to be on whose car as they come through? Cunnington absolutely flying right now, really bringing the fight to young Max Cotton, and he's on the door. He's on the door again. Look at Paul Cunnington absolutely pushing the young gun around.
Beautiful. Oh, that was wicked. That was so exciting.
Look at that. And
Yeah.
Max Cotton's thumb out the window. He's like, oh, I love that.
Yeah,
that was
brilliant.
fun.
That was awesome.
I had to hold my breath a few moments there because Paul Cunnington was just dangerous.
He was.
A wild, wild man.
He was. He
Oh, look at
already
this.
set off with wheel spin.
Yeah, he was spinning the wheels from the start line.
Yeah.
He was not messing around. He was trying to get as close as he could.
Definitely.
Very nice
Lovely
job.
transitions.
Perfect lead line, though, from
Yeah.
Max Cotton. And Max Cotton gets himself into it. Paul Cunnington really thought about what he needed to do, worked himself up and to the side. Textbook chase from Paul Cunnington as he got on the door.
Definitely. But Max had
Across the
such
line.
a brilliant lead line
Well,
to allow that to happen.
Paul Cunnington now has to put down a very nice
he
lead
has.
line, and Max Cotton is going to really have to glue it to the door. He cannot let Cunnington get away. And look at this, he knows, you know, they
Steady,
jump
Paul.
together off the line.
Oh, he's already wheel spinning. Steady.
Yeah, look at this. Cunnington makes a big pull away, but
Oh, it's
no
nice, though.
shaking. No shaking Max Cotton as he comes through the smoke. Look at this. Oh, up on the curb they go. Both guys right the curb. Just very wide in the transition. Cotton is on the door. Cotton is on the door of Cunningham now. He starts to repay the favour. Cotton looks for the gap, but he goes for it.
Go on, lad.
Paul Cunnington getting pushed around.
That's amazing.
As he makes another dive up and to the side, goes Max Cotton across the line, and Paul Cunnington
Oh my gosh.
throws his hands in the air and says, wow, I didn't expect that.
No.
I did not expect
Bearing
that.
in mind he's got twice the horsepower.
Wow.
Paul Cunnington, that is.
Yeah, Paul Cunnington, twice
Max
the horsepower,
stayed
but
with him.
that just all that done was transitioned into blowing the tyres apart on that run. It didn't give him any more drive away.
No.
In fact, Cunnington made some mistakes. He dropped wheels on the edge of the circuit. I don't know if that wheel drop outweighed the little lack of proximity on the final part of that run.
That's it.
Because look, Cotton gets left there ever so slightly, does make the dive, gets on the back bumper in the smoke, but you know, Cunnington was all over him at that point.
Yeah.
But he dropped wheels, Cunnington.
Yeah.
They're going to pull down in front of you guys now. Great Funk Motorsport Grade 8. We're going to be revealing the winner in front of you guys in attendance as they pull up. Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Paul Cunnington and Max Cotton. And our beautiful BDC promo ladies down there. Paige, I don't know the other lady's name, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
I'm useless.
I'm sorry, I don't know her name. Well, we'll find that information out. But Paige down there, they're going to be handing out the blows. Who's going to be getting knocked through and who's going to be? Oh, it's going to be one more time. One more time. Judges, we need to talk to you about that one.
Basically, guys, it was all down to the lead and chase. So Max's lead is flawless, although it does make a little error coming from 10 and comes in track to 11, and he's obviously wide on 11. However, he did leave the door open. Paul's chase at that point was from 9 all the way to 11 was on his door. When he turned him around, there's a little error from Paul in the lead at 5. He does drop a wheel, but he doesn't bring the proximity does Max as he comes over the line from 10 and 11. So for us, the mistakes on both sides on the second part, which brought it back for 6-4, 6-4, which meant it was a one more time.
Thank you very much, Simon, and there you go. Yeah, so making them work for it, Tess.
Exactly.
You just said they're making them work for it. We go back to the start line, a big one. Dwayne McKeever to lead out Luke Barker, and Barker messaged me, and his exact words are, "I'm going to glue it to Dwayne."
Fair play.
Big statement.
Strong,
and it's Paige and Katie down there. I'm sorry, Katie, I didn't know your name, but now I know. Paige and Katie down there, our beautiful
Thank you very much,
promo
Trevor.
ladies, our start line girls for BDC. Well, green light, no messing around, let's do it.
Get out
Dwayne
there.
McKeever to lead out Luke Barker. Again, some smack talk between these two on the internet about who's going to be who. Barker even went to Ireland to try and prove his worth.
And he
nearly
did.
had a fight with Dwayne McKeever, just couldn't get to that pro grid. Now they get to do it in the pro of BDC. McKeever absolutely lays it down now, starts to come alive. Oh, Barker gets lost in the smoke, puts much angle on it. Can Barker hold it? McKeever, he has turned that car up to 11 right now.
Yeah, he has.
Absolutely driving away from Luke Barker right now. Barker has nothing left for this one. There is nothing in it for Barker, unfortunately, as McKeever sticks it to that qualifying line and across the finish line he goes.
Such a shame, but a masterclass in that lead line.
A pure masterclass. He absolutely blew the doors off of that 350Z. Look at this. And now he's going to turn around, he's going to do it in the chase position as well, I can guarantee it. He's turned that car up to 11.
For sure.
I don't know what they did in the paddock. Look at that. You know, he wasn't that wide in qualifying. So McKeever's really looked, thought about it, worked on that line. Look at the line from McKeever.
Beautiful.
Wow, incredible stuff. McKeever was glued to that qualifying line. I mean, if he would have done that in qualifying, I'm gonna go out there and put a bold statement down that he would have been. I reckon he would have beat Max Cotton with that run.
Yeah, I reckon.
I'm waiting for Simon Perry to shout in my ear. I was saying yes or no, or stop
up.
talking rubbish. Yeah, we swap them around.
Go.
And Barker now to lead, McKeever to give chase, and I am going to tell you this is going to be a masterclass of a chase, and Luke Barker will be sitting nervously in that car. We know it's not well, we know it's not running full potential, and Barker will be sitting there thinking, ah man, I tried to glue it to him, but I just couldn't get there. That car was too fast.
Definitely. And it weighs nothing.
And it weighs nothing. No, it weighs nothing. They've got the green light. We're just waiting, and maybe a slight hold up on. Not sure what that's. Maybe something happened out there that we didn't see. Maybe a clipping point down.
Potentially.
We reset this track every time. If there's an issue, so that these guys consistency, they know what's going on.
Oh, there we go.
So we go off the line. It will be Barker to lead. McKeever to give chase, and McKeever just lets him get the jump, but he knows he's got the shot. Now look at McKeever. McKeever not messing around. Big clutch kick from McKeever is absolutely flying. Barker sticks it to that wide line, but look at McKeever onto the side he goes, and you can see that Barker has gripped that car up to 100. Hardly any tyre smoke through that moment of track as he goes wide, drops the wheel, and McKeever's on the door straight away. Absolutely flying. Barker opened the door and McKeever took 2 steps in this time. No messing around as McKeever gets up onto the side and across the line he goes.
Pushing him over the line.
Oh, look at him behind him. Look at him behind him. He says, I'm right here.
Yeah.
Right here, mate.
Amazing.
Wow. Well, I mean, there was just, yeah, I mean...
Great 8, and he pulls it out of the bag. And
yeah, I mean, and in qualifying, you looked, and we put him down, we said he wasn't the normal Dwayne McKeever. I think he went away, looked, see what everyone else was doing, kind of thought about it, maybe they made a few changes to the car. They definitely made changes to the car, because he didn't drive like that earlier. And he has turned it up for grade 8. He got into that grade 8, and he's like, I need to do this now, I need to make it happen. So yeah, I mean, this Funk Motorsport Grade 8 heating up. Good job, their heat management, because they're keeping the heat contained. Oh, you like that, don't you? You like that? They got the turbo blanket on this championship. Oh, there we go, getting it in there. Oh, I should be a marketing man. Oh, look at this. Gets the win and advances through to the top 4. And Barker says, all the trash talk did mean nothing right there. Smoke's still erupting out of Luke Barker's 350Z.
Brilliant.
And McKeever just sits back in the cockpit of that car and says, one more down, let's keep going, podiums are waiting.
Exactly.
So, Dwayne McKeever through into the final 4.
Giving a wave to the crowd. A wave.
Such an incredible driver. Just right to the Great 8, and then he just really. It's like he flicks a switch.
His in-car.
Yeah,
how much
the way
he dances.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
on those
If you
pedals.
haven't seen it, get onto his socials and have a look. Unbelievable. Moving it along in the Funk Motorsport Great 8. Oliver Silcock now to take on Oliver Evans. Oh, Tess, you don't look too confident there.
No, I don't. Ollie's turning it up massively, and I'd say he's coming back.
Oh, very good. I like the game you're playing there. Yeah, very sneaky.
No, I have to say Evans
is really turning it up. Yeah, I think Silcock, you know, he's really come out of his shell this weekend. I think that little bit of damage to the car on first day practice maybe give him a little bit of a push that he needed, because you know, it's an impeccably clean car. It's too clean to be drifting. But I think once you damage something, and you're like, well, it's just broken now. It's broken now. You might as well just abuse it. And I think that's what happened, because I haven't seen Silcock drive like that for a long, long time. So I think he damaged the car and he said, "Oh, just go for it." What? Nothing to lose here.
Exactly.
But
you can only fix it, can't you?
he can only go away and fix it. It's not like it costs hard money, hard work and a lot of money. No,
not at all.
So Silcock now, I mean, sits in the lead position against Evans. Evans has been turning it up, but that car's been having a beating again.
Yeah, it has.
Another car that's had a beating this weekend, got forced off track by Martin Cowley earlier on. Did a little jump.
Yeah, it did.
Hop, skip and a jump across the track.
Yeah, she did. She went on a little bit of a rally cross.
She certainly did. So just waiting to see if those guys on the start line. Oh, there we go. A quick drone shot.
Look how green the grass is.
Very, very good attendance this weekend.
It is.
Very good attendance, yeah. Everyone, you know, they've come out this weekend to support UK Drifting. Give yourself a pat on the back and a round of applause.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, for supporting this crazy, crazy sport that takes up all of my life.
Yeah, and mine.
And yours, Tess, and everyone else's that's here. Yeah, insane amounts of time taken up from drifting. But we love it.
Yes, we wouldn't do it otherwise.
Sleep and breathe drifting.
Exactly.
So massive thank you to you before,
Much appreciated.
Before we move it along, look at this. You can see Evans warming up the tyres on the car. And this must be odd for Evans, you know, chasing constantly.
Yeah.
Because, you know, normally see him top end of the scale. So he's, maybe he prefers that.
Maybe.
Maybe he prefers that. Who knows? He gets the thumbs up off the line to go. Silcock to lead, Evans to give chase. Evans, again, another car battered and bruised this weekend. That vehicle, though, is built for war, you know. It's not just for fun, as he absolutely hammers down. Silcock on a shallow line now. Silcock, see nerves. Oh, Evans dives through the smoke onto the side, and now Evans starts to apply the pressure, gives him some room through that middle part of the circuit. Oliver Silcock on a very nice line though as he comes into that outside zone 8. Oliver Evans makes a dive through the smoke, looking for the side, just giving him some room now, braking with that left foot brake, playing with Oliver Silcock as they go very, very wide across the line, side to side. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That was very good.
Ollie's,
very good.
Ollie Silcock's lead line was really good.
Really nice, and it gave Evans the chance to get on the door. Look at this.
Every chance.
And Evans just give him the room, you know. Evans was very courteous there because he gave him the room to manoeuvre. That was a brave dive.
Yeah.
That was a brave dive through the smoke. He is a very polite man, and, you know, he respects how clean that car is.
He does, yeah.
And then this is where he thought, I know it's clean, I know it's pretty, but I need to get on the door of it. And look at this, watch the foot brake, left foot braking round there. Look, absolutely dialed onto the door is Evans. Very, very nice driving. Pushes Silcock all the way across.
Very courteous.
That wide line.
Very courteous, not touching his door.
Very courteous. Yeah, you wouldn't want to mark it either, would you?
No.
No. I'd probably slip and crash into it though, if it was me driving.
Definitely.
So there we go. Evans now to lead out Silcock. Silcock needs to repay the favour. Just be a courteous chaser. I don't know if that car has got it in it. Evans' car is dialed up to 100 right now. Nice initiation from Evans. He's on a better lead line than what Silcock was at the moment. Silcock, though, it was a shallow line from Ollie. Evans. And now Silcock goes to make the dive on the door. Oh, stalls himself. Too much angles. Oliver Evans gets on the outside zone. And a very nice line. And Silcock just does not have an answer. Doesn't have the proximity. And he cannot repay the favour. Evans finishes up the run.
Unfortunately, Ollie Silcock didn't have the answers.
No.
But did he get shut off?
I don't know. I mean, look, we'll see a replay of that. You notice that he popped up onto the curb. I don't know.
battle.
I don't know. I just think,
Not
again,
judge.
proximity is going to come into that.
Massively.
I think,
Of course it is.
you know, as much as Evans maybe made a mistake in that lead, you can see this now. Comes down, nice initiation, nice and deep, sacrifices a little bit of line. He said he shortcutted. Yeah, he did go very shallow on there. No, I don't think he shortcutted.
No.
I think he just rode
No,
both the curbs.
sorry,
I think
yep.
he was just a little bit too
shut up.
over-aggressive. I just think Silcock, you know, it wasn't, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to say that Evans was on the perfect qualifying line whatsoever, but nevertheless, he did give him a chaseable lead. So
He did, yeah. And
I
unfortunately,
think Silcock just didn't have the oomph or the grip in the car. There we go, decisions in. Who's going to take it through, Silcock or Evans? And there we go, unanimous. Oliver Evans gets the win and advances through to the top 4. Evans gets the win into the top 4. And, you know, those two guys. And look, I mean, look, the two ends of the spectrum there. A beautiful road car and an absolutely abused warship.
definitely. It's a shame he hasn't retrieved his bumper.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's much
probably in
left
pieces,
of the bumper. Yeah, to be
you need
fair.
to stop going on about bumpers.
That upsets you seeing
Oh, it
Oliver
does.
Evans' car like
Yeah.
that. Well, let's move it along. Louis Edwards to take on Dylan Kehoe.
This is going to be a good battle.
I mean, I don't even know where to go with this
They're
one.
matched powers.
Yeah, they are
One's
matched
got an
powers.
LS2, one's got an RB25. Road tyre. No, definitely not on road tyres now. No.
No, definitely on semi-slicks
I
now. I do
reckon they're
believe he's
both.
on extreme semi-slicks at the moment. I think he went over there and made a small purchase last night.
Cheeky
Said I'm going
purchase.
to need these
Yeah.
tomorrow with these pro guys. I don't know what way this is going to go.
No.
Normally I've got a pretty good idea. All I know is Edwards is going to give Dylan a really nice lead line. And I mean a perfect lead line.
Yeah.
And that almost, you know, kind of knocks yourself out of the battle. But that is what Louis Edwards does. Puts down a perfect lead. Is Dylan got the beans to
Lovely.
keep up with him? He certainly has. Yeah, look at this again.
Very
From
nice.
Louis Edwards flying through as he puts on an absolute masterclass of a lead line. Dylan Kehoe is throwing everything at this one, no regard to that car. Oh, he's come up way short, way short. He shortcutted that corner.
Hold that.
How did he hold on to that? Dylan Kehoe and Louis Edwards throwing everything at this one. Dylan on the door. Look at Edwards tapping the window, saying, "Come on, then, buddy, get on the door!" Wow, Edwards is not messing around. He's got his hand out the window, calling Dylan on. Wow.
Good lad. That is awesome.
That is, I mean, that's showboating to the next level.
It is. Come on.
Come on, you can get closer than that.
Oh,
Wow,
that's
so let's
brilliant.
take a look back at this one. Dylan threw a lot at this one. He you know, riding
He
the
knew.
curb and he can get away with it in that chase. Nice transition, but look at Dylan, shortcutted it.
Yeah.
How Edwards held on to that on the edge of the circuit, I don't know.
Incredible. Just a masterclass lead line.
Yeah, it was.
Kehoe, he did make quite a few
Look at
mistakes.
this hand out the window. Come
Oh,
on,
that's hilarious.
come on. That
I
was
love
just.
that. I love that.
Oh, I don't know. But Edwards kind of, you know, being a bit cheeky there, saying to him, "Come on now, can Edwards get on the door?
This is it.
Can Edwards get on the door of Dylan
Down to
Kehoe?"
this run.
Dylan Kehoe is going to try and drive away from him.
Of course.
It's both the same power cars though, so
Louis is a good chase driver as well, isn't he?
he certainly is. He's onto the back bumper already. Oh, wow, I thought he was going to go way off track then. Gets super wide, does Dylan Kehoe on that initiation. And down is clipping point 2. And look at Louis Edwards. He knows he can't let Dylan get away with this one through the smoke.
Awesome.
Very nice from both those guys. And look at Louis Edwards. Up and to the side he goes. Gives him the room. Now starts to rein him in. He's got the chain around his neck as he pulls him closer. As Louis Edwards pulls Dylan Kehoe up onto the side and across the line.
That was exciting. Love that. Louis, you did it for me.
For you?
Definitely.
Is that how it is for you? You like that one? You
was
like
a
that?
good one. Yeah, that was exciting.
Yeah, I think you're right, Tess, to be honest with you. I think Louis Edwards, you know,
Thanks,
the
mate.
chase was, the lead was perfect.
It
the
was.
chase was very, very,
Very
good.
good.
I just don't think Dylan had enough in his chase, you know, to overturn that. Look at this from Louis Edwards.
As you said,
I
it's all
thought
about
Dylan was going to go off track there. He was so deep on that outside zone, clipping point 2. And he gets a wheel up onto the curb. Freeze there. Yeah, look at this. This is where Edwards made dive. Got up onto the side. Once he was in the zone, he was there.
Yeah.
Threw the anchor out, hooked himself onto the side of the S14, and he was glued there all the way up until right about here where they both run the curb, and he just pulled away ever so slightly.
He went a little bit wider, Louis did.
Yeah, I think he did go a little bit deeper. I think he was probably on a nicer line.
Yes.
So, decisions in. Slide them left for Louis Edwards, right for Dylan Keogh. 1 vote for Edwards. There we go. Edwards gets the win and advances through into the top 4. And he gets a finger in the air. He's happy with that one. Unfortunately, Dylan Keogh out of competition. But Dylan, we look forward to seeing him on the next round. Incredible driving.
Yeah, for sure. Brilliant. Showboating.
So showboating, yeah, a little bit of showboating there. So I do believe that was the final battle of our Funk Motorsport Grade 8.
Funk Motorsport Grade 8.
And just like that, that quick.
Wait.
Oh, we got it one more time. One more time.
Sorry, yes.
So we've got it one more time. My bad.
Yeah.
Nerds,
My bad.
shout us again. I forgot all about this one. Right, okay, so should we tell him that, Tess? No, we'll keep it. Keep it secret.
Keep it until they've
I
done
get told stuff. I like to keep it secret
Oh,
till it
do
happens.
you?
Yeah, because I'm cheeky like that, yeah. I can't tell them because they get too excited. So let's move it along. Max Cotton now on the line, ready to go against Paul Cunnington. Max Cotton leads out Cunnington one more time battle. I forgot all about this one. How did I forget about this one? Oh, Cunnington does it again. Gets left sleeping on the line, smokes the tyres. And now Paul Cunnington knows he needs to be glued to the door. Smokes the tyres. But Cotton's super. How does he hold on to that? How does he keep it on track? And you can see they've gripped up Cotton's car massively to try and drive away from Cunnington.
Is it too much?
Is it too much? Cunnington shortcuts, almost gets himself caught. Just about makes it happen now as Cunnington dials on the angle, looks for the door, and he gets right there as Cunnington glues himself to the side. Oh, Max Cotton's car across the line they go.
Fair play. That was awesome.
Wow.
Yeah. I think Max got a little bit unsettled there. He looks like he has gripped up that car.
I think he has gripped up that car because it just looked very hard to drive on those on that slower section of the track. Look at that initiation. Look how close he is to the edge of the track. Just about holds it together. Cunnington unfazed, and you can see him forcing himself onto the side of Max Cotton's car. This was for me a scary moment. Look at the angle. He holds on to it. Cunnington holds on to it. Look, he's looking over the bonnet, trying to see how close he is.
Look at Max handling the wheel there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Playing.
Oh, Cunnington on the curb, on the door.
That was awesome.
Unbelievable.
But he was very nice to him as well.
They didn't touch him. Didn't beat him up. No, just left him alone. We swap him around now. Max Cotton needs to repay the favour if he wants to get into the final 4. Another podium. Could he get another podium this weekend? Who knows? They come round. Cunnington's drifting already, almost popping a wheelie as he comes through the chicane. Look at Max Cotton go onto the door straight away. Tess can't control her excitement as Cotton dives through the smoke now. He can't get left. He needs to be there, and he certainly is as they come down into the transition. Cotton over the side. Cotton absolutely glued to Paul Cunnington right now. Cotton needs to force a little bit more. He needs to force a little bit more onto it. He's on the back bumper. He starts to get lost. Jumps up onto the end and gets across the line.
God, that's a tough one.
Wow, Wigan, give him a round of applause.
Yes, definitely. God, I don't know how that's going to go. I wouldn't want to be a judge right now. Best of luck, lads.
I mean, I don't even know.
No.
I don't even know.
Because the chase driving from both of them. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. All I do know is that Max Cotton just didn't have the proximity through 10 and 11.
That's it.
I mean, he was, within a car distance,
length,
but it just I don't know.
It's a tough one.
Cunnington had the proximity, but he made a few silly errors in his chase up until clipping point 9, 10 and 11. It's just...
I don't know, he stayed with him though.
He did stay with him.
Oh, it's a tough one.
Look at this, look at a replay. Judges want to
It's
take
a lovely
a look
line
at
though from Paul.
Paul Cunnington, yeah, he gave him a perfect lead line. Look at this though, Louis Edwards, Max Cotton, because someone's saying to me about other drivers. Talking other drivers, stop confusing me.
That's a really
very
nice
line, but look at how close he is there. He just needed to get on it a little bit more. Yeah, he's on a shallow angle. He should have just squeezed and got on the door.
Definitely.
Easy for me to say. He's on the back, but it's just not the same proximity. No. Oh, I don't know. Judges are the only people who know who is going to take the win and advance through to the final 4.
Oh, they want to see another replay. They want to see a replay of Max's lead now. So they're taking a look at the proximity test, trying to work out what's going on. Paul Cunnington, I mean, he was there, but he lost a little bit of ground here. Look.
Yeah, but I have to say this is what ruined.
This for me, look, it was kind of there, yeah. But then he reins it in as soon as he gets on.
Than Paul, I have to say.
Yeah, Cunnington gets on it though. Gets on the door there at 9, and then he's on the door from 9, 10, 11. But I mean, he was with Max, but he wasn't with Max. Do you know what I mean?
Max missed the what was it? Number 8.
Outside zone 8.
I will get that.
You'll get there in the end. We'll be finished in 20 minutes, but you'll get there by the time we get to the final run.
Oh.
Well, who knows? Judges don't even know. I mean, I'm guessing the judges would like to send them one more time again.
Yeah.
Because then one of them would maybe be forced into an error and then it would be an easy decision. But as it sits now,
too easy.
I just don't even know. Don't even know. Cotton and Cunnington sitting in the car awaiting the decision. God, the judges are really deliberating this one. I'd love to see a little view of the judging tower. Because we do a little sneaky corner view. Could we have a sneaky corner view of the judges?
Come on, nerds.
Oh, wow, you've done it now. You're definitely getting sacked. Oh, there we go. Look, look at this. Look, the international hand drifting symbols. We love that. I do that all the time.
Yeah, I do.
He was on the door. Yeah, he was on the door.
Yeah. And you move your body.
You move your body, and the angle, and you do the handbrake.
Exactly.
And yeah, look.
Yep.
Simon and Ben are really arguing about this, and Brad O'Nine's is like, no, listen to me.
It's because
cup of tea first.
I love size the denominator.
He is the denominator. Yeah, I mean, we are still. They're deliberate. I mean, this is a close battle.
This is
very close battle. Max Cotton, thumbs up.
But that's what it's all about. We are in the pro class today.
Funk Motorsport, great 8. This is for the final spot in the final 4.
Yes.
So this is a big decision. You know, you're going to really upset someone's weekend. Someone now is not even going to get close to getting a trophy, and someone is going to get very close to getting a trophy.
Yes.
So who knows? Who knows? Right, so we're getting. I'm getting told by the nerds they're poking sticks through a little hole in the door at me and Tess, and they're saying, "Come on, tell them what you know." And I'm like, "I don't know anything." They're like, "You know all the stuff.
You actually
know all the stuff."
So
let's just so listen. This is how big this is. It's not only for the final 4. But whoever wins this battle goes up against Dwayne McKeever for a spot in the final. So whoever wins this goes against McKeever. Will it be the pride of the UK, Max Cotton, or Paul Cunnington? Oh, it's unanimous! Cunnington is out of competition. We need to go to the judges.
We do.
Judges, wow, what a big one.
You're right, Ian. That was the toughest call of the day up to press. So, lead for lead. There wasn't a lot in it at all. So it came down to who had the bigger ballsy move into and round 1, 2, 3, 4. Max was definitely closer as he came through behind Paul Cunnington, and he didn't make a mistake into 7 and 8. When you have swap it around and Max is leading, Paul Cunnington does cut the track slightly at 7 and he's on the inside. However, Paul does finish stronger on the chase position than Max Cotton did, because Max does lose a little bit of proximity at 10 to 11. Paul does come in ever so slightly as he's coming to 11, because he actually puts a wheel over the airline on 11. So you were really having to pick between who was the better lead, who was the better chase, and we just felt there was the slightest advantage. If we could have gone again, we'd have gone on one more time, just to let that battle sort itself out. But Paul's dive for us at 7 and 8 was a bigger error than a little bit of proximity loss between 10 and 11.
Thank you very much, Simon. And I don't like to say it, Tess, but I was right.
All right.
I was right again. I mean, I've done a lot of right stuff. Right, so listen, we've got a bit of a break.
Yes, we have.
Because Max Cotton obviously finished the battle. I mean, the poor kid's tired. He's done nothing but schoolwork all week. He's got now battling, knowing the drivers. He's got McKeever next. So we are going to bring out these guys.
Yes.
Now, these are the national autocross drivers.
They are.
Up front is Liam Evans, I do believe. He finished second in the British Championship last year. Now, little fact for you guys, if you didn't know. Yesterday I knew nothing about these cars, and I went and did my homework this morning, and I am addicted already.
Yeah.
I'm going to go and see them as soon as I can. If COVID don't wreck that for me as well, I'm going to go and watch these guys in action, because look at the driving. These guys never ever have turned left before until today, and they had never driven on a tarmac circuit, so they drive on shale ovals normally, all right hand turns obviously because it's an oval.
Correct.
You know.
Well done,
correct.
you.
Thank you. Getting their tests up mad as well now. So these guys have never driven on a tarmac circuit, never driven
So savage.
a left-hand bend before, so they said the cars feel very unnatural going that way because they're designed to go just right. Now they are roughly, most of these cars are around 400 horsepower and they are 500 kilograms. So these cars, pound for pound, are just incredible. The weight balance is obviously... he's had a little bit of a whoopsie.
A whoopsie daisy.
Oh, I missed that. I wanted to see that on camera.
Damn it.
Is there a replay for that?
Yeah. No, he's stuck.
Oh, he did it. He did it on stealth, a secret. Oh, Dan Martin Media, the sneaky, got a photo of it. He sent me a photo. Yeah, he was really up on the tyres as well. So, yeah. So these guys, you know, have never driven.
Is that Martin Monacot's son?
Martin Monacot's son? No, I don't think it is. What, driving?
No, as in helping.
No, that's one of our marshals. That's one of our marshals. So yeah, these guys travel all over the UK. There's a map here. They're giving us some information. Even travel to Northern and Southern Ireland to compete. And they have the men's national championship, and they have a ladies and junior national championship as well.
I should give it a go.
Give it a go. How about? I've got something for you.
What?
We hire two of these cars, me and you battle it out.
That'd be savage.
We will battle it out.
Savage.
Yeah, so we spoke to these guys earlier on. Do you know what? Really nice bunch of guys and girls. Very family orientated.
Yeah.
They bought their motorhomes. It's a very big family sport. And you look, these guys, I mean, I'm blown away by how fast these things are. The gearboxes are modified, so then a normal gearbox. Most of these cars, I know Liam, so the yellow car in the middle, Liam's car runs two
high booster engines.
High booster engines, correct. Rebuilt with all upgraded components, but inside the gearbox, the standard gearbox, but they're modified, so they've got only 4-speed.
Yes.
And they run two first gears. So they have a first gear, and then the second gear is a taller first gear. In second gear down the straight, behind us Tess, in front of the judging tower, they do 95 miles an hour.
That's amazing.
They're going round this track in just the first gear, the normal gear, because there isn't enough track to get out of the rest of the gears into the power.
That's awesome.
And yeah, as you see, they wheelie, and they actually have counterbalance weights in the front of these to keep the front end down.
And they still can do
wheelies. They can still wheelie. They run bead locks on the wheels, on the tyres, to stop the tyres coming off the rims. Just incredible. If you get a chance while you're here in attendance, if you can, if you're allowed at that part of the track, I'm not sure where the boundaries are.
I'm not sure. No.
Get down there and have a look at these and have a chat with these guys, because they're very nice, friendly guys. They really want to get more people involved in their sport, and I'm for sure going to go and watch these guys.
Yeah, definitely.
We're going to go down to our man on the ground.
Yes, with Adam Simmons.
Adam Simmons and Matt House. Thanks, Ian. So yeah, all you guys at home, you'll have a nice, comfortable, sort of soft suspension in your road car. The manufacturers, they're only thinking of comfort and your lovely little ride on your Sunday drive. But the drift cars, they need to be stiff. We need to put that power down. I'm here with Adam Simmons, and Yellow Speed Racing has really helped him out this year, just getting that car right. So what have they made to your car? What have they been supplying you, mate?
I'm on the Pro Dynamic Drift coilovers from Yellow Speed. Last year I had a few issues, like I run the car quite low, so it looks good. I was running out of travel on back, but Yellow Speed sent them a load of measurements over, and they made me a custom shocker which maximises the amount of travel I've got and still be able to run car really low. But yeah, they've totally transformed my car.
Well, that's incredible. I mean, and you had like a fairly standard setup car. Like, I know obviously it was an upgraded sort of coilover and a shock. but it actually was still a separate shock and obviously sort of spring, whereas you've now got true coilovers.
Yeah, it's true coilover on back, and on the front it's a fancy inverted one. I don't really know too much about it, but they work really well compared to the shockers I had on last year. It literally just puts the power down, handles bumps better, and yeah, it's a hell of a lot better.
Well, that was it, because like last year, it was bumping all over the place every time you tried to put the power down. So is it now you can just full power?
Yeah, it literally night and day difference. I mean, on my old car, I had like the full Yellow Speed catalogue on that one, and I can't knock any of the products really. But yeah, I changed coilover brands when I built this car. Worst decision I've ever made.
Well, no, me the same, man. I've got YSR coilovers on my road car, and I definitely wouldn't change. Thank you very much, Adam. Let's see you get back to the action. Back to you, Ian. Awesome, well done.
Thank you very much, Matt. And there we go. Yellow Speed coilovers doing it for the dudes. Doing it for the dudes. Right, let's take a look at this. Our Pro Final 4 up next. Max Cotton's take on Dwayne McKeever.
This was his dream.
This was his dream.
This was Max Cotton's dream, to get up against Dwayne today.
I mean, and there he is.
And
it's Louis Edwards to take on Oliver Evans. Up first, though, it is Cotton to take on McKeever. I mean, I thought I'd seen it all today, and I just don't even know. I can't even. Well, yeah. Northern Ireland versus the UK. The UK versus the UK, I guess.
Yeah, well, yeah.
To lead right now, the young superstar. This man did it yesterday.
He did.
He got himself in the final. He got a step on the podium, the top step. He qualified first today. Can he take down
the Dwayne
McKeever? 2018 pro champion. Now looks down and says, this young man's got a lot to prove. Can he beat me? Well, let's find out right now. McKeever onto the back bumper. Look at Max Cotton on that perfect lead line right now. But Dwayne McKeever's right with him. McKeever's onto the side. He's not letting him get away. Oh, both jumping on the curbs. But Cotton flies through the middle. Nice transition, but McKeever's there. You're right, Tess. This is where Dwayne comes alive. And look at this. As McKeever finds the side of that PS13, squeezes himself in the gap, finds the door and gets glued to Max Cotton as they roll across the line.
The fact that Max was not phased by that is amazing.
Unbelievable.
That noise of that 13 is ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Yeah, it's so loud. Yeah. So loud. And Dwayne McKeever is, you know, a man possessed. It's just... You would have heard him in the car, full throttle, kicking the clutch, just trying to stay on the door, and he was glued. Cotton gave him such a nice lead line, though, to follow.
He did.
And I don't want either of these guys to get knocked out of competition, if I'm honest with you. This would have been a perfect final battle between these two.
It would have been brilliant to see.
Max Cotton, look, absolutely flying. Really nice lead, really nice lead. Very good chase. Again, not easy for the judges. I'm glad I'm not judging that one. Like McKeever now to lead Cotton to give chase. Cotton just going to throw everything at this. Cotton's going to throw everything in the kitchen sink at this. He can't let McKeever get away. No. He's going to just try and navigate his way through the smoke that comes from the back end of this S13. Come down the hill. Cotton's looking for him. He's not too far behind now. Max Cotton.
Lovely.
Is he going to get lost in the smoke? He makes a dive through the smoke. Oh, Max Cotton! John, look at this. But Cotton there. Cotton's on the back bumper. Oh my God! Max Cotton is doing the unthinkable right now. Oh,
Dwayne's shut it down.
Dwayne shut it down.
Dwayne shut it down. Oh my gosh! I am beside myself. Ladies and gentlemen, what on earth is going on here?
Wow. What has happened?
Dwayne just broke something.
What has happened? How did Max Cotton get on the inside? What did we... I need to take a look back at this. Look at this. Max Cotton. Look. He didn't get lost. I thought he was going to get annihilated on the initiation. Stayed through it. Bam! Through the smoke. No messing around. I thought, this is it. He's over. Yeah. Bam! Through the smoke.
He's still winning.
Watch this. Watch this. I think McKeever's car shut down. Yeah, I think McKeever's car shut down. I think McKeever just lost the battle.
Yeah. No way. No way.
Are you serious? Right. Do you know what? Even still, I think Cotton was... so dominant.
Yeah, he was, for sure.
Well, look, they've pulled to the line. We need to find out what happened between these two guys. Look at McKeever. McKeever towers above Max Cotton. What has happened? They're saying maybe he tapped a wheel. Did Cotton tap a wheel and break a drive shaft on McKeever's car?
I can't see any mark, but it could have been on a wheel.
Our man down there on the ground, Matt House, he's going to find out. He's got a microphone. Hopefully we're going to get a word with one of these guys after we get the decision. Find out who is going to take it through to the final here at round 2 pro competition of British Drift Championship. I mean, I'm saying, in my mind, I kind of know, and I kind of want one thing to happen. I think a drive shaft broke. I think Cotton hit the rear wheel on McKeever's car, and I think that broke a drive shaft.
Definitely. I'm just trying to see whether we can see anything on wheels, but it was the other one, wasn't it?
So we're going to find out. Let's find out firsthand. Matt, it's down to you. What went on in the second run of that battle?
Dwayne McKeever, what the hell went up? What happened there? I'm still in shock. My head feels like it's going to explode. Tell me what happened.
So me and Max have an unbelievable battle. This is the next upcoming English drive ever. He's absolutely awesome. But in my lead run against there, I think it was in clip 4, broke a drive shaft, so did. Well, that's what I think's happened. There's something badly wrong in the left-hand corner, so I need to go and get it repaired now.
That's it. When we saw you both coming in side by side, we're all like on the edge of our seats, absolutely epic. And then just shut down and seeing you driving, which, as I say, we just couldn't handle it. Where was the rest of the excitement? Absolutely amazing. Well done. Good driving, man.
Thank you very much.
Max Cotton, absolutely amazing Pro 2 driver. I think some of the best in Europe. And you got your dream drive. Incredible. I think before we get a little chat with this man, let's give him a round of applause. Max, how was that?
It was amazing. Like, I've been watching Drift Masters and seeing, I've been like, imagine being able to drive with Dwayne. And then when I got picked out to go battle against him, I was like, oh my God, what are we going to do?
Mate, I can see the adrenaline just in your hands. It's just unreal. So Ian, come on, give us the result.
Well, thank you, Matt, and here we go. The result is in. Slide them left for Cotton, right for McKeever. Who's taking it through to the final here in our pro competition? Oh, it's Dwayne McKeever! Dwayne McKeever gets the win and advances through. Max Cotton knocked out of competition. Judges, we go to you.
Yes.
Who won? You did.
Yeah, basically, obviously with the chase run there, Max knew that he couldn't leave Dwayne at all, and in fairness, he was probably more aggressive through 5, 6 and 7 than Dwayne was. However, he just got caught up. We can see the impact, obviously, to Dwayne's back wheel. Obviously, we looked at to see Dwayne, see if he was still spinning, and you can see the inside wheel still spinning, which tells us he broke the drive shaft. So therefore, it's a competition timeout for Dwayne McKeever, and obviously Max will go to 3rd and 4th runoff, so Dwayne takes it.
So there we go. Yeah, just too over-aggressive. He got himself up on the inside, and
but fair play to him.
You know what? Yeah, fair play. Knew he had to everything at it. He's not out of it yet, though, Tess. Not out of it yet, because he could be playing off for a step. Boy, he will be playing off for a step on the podium of 3rd and 4th place playoffs. We move it back to the start line against one. Are we going to see a replay of round 1? McKeever versus Evans. Well, Evans has got to get through Edwards first.
Exactly.
Let's get it over and done with. Let's get that final set up. Let's get our 3rd and 4th place playoff set off on the line. It is Louis Edwards to lead out Oliver Evans. I mean, it doesn't even make sense, does it, saying that? Louis Edwards been flying. That lead line from him has been unbelievable.
Yes. Incredible.
Well, Evans knows what he's got to work with right now as he come round. It will be Evans to chase down Edwards. Big clutch kick initiation from Louis Edwards, but look at Evans, he's onto it straight away, no messing around, he wants it, he knows McKeever's in the final and he wants a piece of that action again. Oh, Evans so close, he takes the front bumper off the car. Evans is not messing around. Absolutely glued is Oliver Evans right now as he comes down into Luna. A little front wheel lock up from Louis Edwards, and that has just encouraged Evans to get on the door across the line. Wow!
Amazing. Absolutely incredible. Louis, impeccable lead line, but Ollie just had every opportunity, and he seized that opportunity to get on his door. At every opportunity.
Was there, like there the whole way.
Oh, it was amazing.
There was no messing around from Oliver Evans. Look at this, the bumper already shred.
Bye-bye.
Very, very nice lead. As
from Edwards, and Evans just, left foot brake there, Edwards, and that just opened the door. Evans was all over him. There was no way he was escaping him. He puts his hand there. He's like, wow.
Awesome. Yeah,
he's like, what am I? I can't get away. So,
but I think that's brilliant. Like to get each other pumped.
It's just incredible. Well, we swap them around now. Evans to lead out Edwards, and just, I mean, who knows anymore what could happen? Who knows? It's the final four of the British Drift Championship Pro competition here in Wigan, and now Oliver Evans leads out Louis Edwards, and Louis Edwards tries to gain the same proximity, just can't find the side of that S14, dives through them front clipping points. Evans up on the curves, he needs to be careful now. This is where Edwards is going to make the dive, and he does. He makes a big dive up to the inside, but Evans squeezes the throttle, starts to drive away. Can Edwards get there? Edwards just can't find the door as Evans pulls away, and he is up and gone in a cloud of smoke.
That would, I mean, I think Louis chucked everything at that.
Yeah, he had everything he had. That car was literally ringing on the limiter. There was no more to give. And Evans was just gone. You know, that car is just,
definitely.
I think he's gripped it up so much that he doesn't even know what it's going to do anymore.
Yeah, of course he has. But you got to bring the fight, haven't you?
You certainly have got to bring the fight. You've got to
bring a spoon to a knife fight, can
you can't, Tess. A spalk normally is the best option. A spalk to a knife fight. You got best of both worlds. There's a spoon and a fork. Back down there, it looks like this is going to be an easy decision for our judges. Left for Edwards for Oliver Evans. He's placing the final against McKeever awaits, and it will be Oliver Evans. It's going to be a replay of round one. Evans gets the win and advances through to the final. No need to go to the judges. Proximity was the key.
Indeed.
And, I mean,
but the young guns going against each other, Max and Louis.
Yeah, look at this. 2019 Pro 2 champion going up against current points leader. So,
exactly.
Can Louis Edwards say to Max Cotton, hey, I've done it. I've won the championship. You've still yet to win it. There's still a few rounds to go. You're still fresh. Evans heads back to the pits and says, right, let's hope McKeever hasn't got a drive shaft.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I'm sure he has, though. I'll steal it off of Kevin's anyway.
He'll steal it off of Kevin's if he has to. I actually have a spare drive shaft in the boot of my car for Kevin Quinn.
No, you don't.
Yeah, so I mean...
Oh, wow. They can go to your car.
Oliver Evans has given me 50 quid to hide the key. No, he hasn't really. So we're going to get these guys back out. Hopefully they don't crash this time, or if they do, we can all cheer.
Exactly.
They won't be embarrassed about that.
No.
Liam Evans, the guy driving that car at the front, second in the British Championship last year, he said to me, these roll all the time, mate. And I was like,
brilliant.
Really? And he was, yeah, in the air, spun 6 times, landed, cut my leg open, 16 stitches. I was like, didn't hurt? Wow. No, it's fine.
Well,
these guys
mind,
are tough as nails.
Yeah, exactly.
Tough as nails they are. So there we go. They get sent out.
It's very different.
I mean, just watch the wheelie. Look, they fully wheelie. Look.
Love it. Go on, lad.
I mean, have you ever wheelied a car, Tess?
No.
You've done some stunt driving in the past.
I've done some stunt.
You've done some. I'd like to have a go. I really want to have a go. Look at this door-on-door twin three-wheeling wheelie action.
Could you imagine that being us out there?
We'd be crashing already, Tess. I'd be in the tyre wall. You'd be crashing into me.
I'd be pirouetting off.
Everyone would be having hands on their heads like you've just wrecked 2 £25,000 cars. Yeah, if you want to get into this sport as well, relatively cheap, I believe.
Yeah, definitely.
£25,000, they said, builds you, not a basic car, but a competitive car, gets you into the championship. I think it just comes down to more that if not that you've got the money to build the car, but are you insane enough to drive it?
Yep.
You are. I'm not. I don't know if I am. I want to have a go, but I just think, well, I don't know. They are ridiculously fast.
Very short chassis, so to keep that going sideways and to do a transition as well.
Yeah.
Like, that's quite impressive.
It is very, very impressive. I just
but there's so much
blown away by them.
Travel in them. Wicked. Look at it go! That's brilliant.
So people sending me screenshots of their little sweepstakes saying that who the podium. So Curtis Hughes. Curtis, he's on the grass, rallycross style.
Yep.
Curtis Hughes said he called the podium finish 6 hours ago. Watch it all happen. I'm not going to tell you what his prediction is.
Okay.
But it's pretty good.
Are we going to take bets? Are we?
I'm not a betting man.
Oh, sorry.
Not on camera, anyway.
No.
Fair enough. I don't want to bet against a fellow Englishman.
No.
Oh, so you're saying Evans is going to lose?
No. They're both English, technically.
Oh, very good. I thought I was going to get you on that one.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't get you. Look at the track. Yeah, these guys absolutely bananas.
Yep.
National Autocross. Yeah, I've got one of their guides in front of me. Get down, have a chat with these guys if you need to. They, like I mentioned, men's nationals and ladies and junior nationals. I mean, young kids drive these cars.
Tear your eyes away from that, because
forget about that. Let's get back to the action.
Playoffs.
The playoffs right now. This is for the third step on the podium.
I'm so excited.
Can Cotton do it again? Can Cotton get on the podium twice in one weekend in 2 different categories?
Yep.
We're about to find out. Cotton to lead out Edwards for the third step on the podium. Here we go. Amazing. Look at these guys, both so eager. Your 2019 Pro 2 champion and your current points leader now come off the line. This one's going to be good. The old dog versus the new blood. Wow, look at this right now. Amazing. Cotton on the edge of the circuit. Both of these guys run an impeccable lead line. Brilliant. So they should be door to door, and they certainly are. Look at Edwards giving him the room to manoeuvre as Cotton fires down. Oh, Edwards almost getting himself caught on the inside.
Oh, that was very shallow line.
Edwards almost got himself caught on the inside.
He's reining him in.
Max Cotton shallows up, as you mentioned, Tess, and look at this now.
Yes.
Oh, he gives him a nudge on the door as he pushes him across the line.
Exciting. I like that.
Oh, there's a tyre mark on the door from Louis Edwards.
That was a consistent tyre mark, and I reckon he pushed him. Pushed him.
Yeah, look at that. He's already got a tyre mark on one door. Yeah. Louis Edwards said there's not one on the other one, so I'm going to...
Let me match it up.
Let me match it up for you. Very nice lead line from Max Cotton.
Yeah.
Himself way in the mix. Look at this, very, very deep, nice transition. And then that transition was the one that really opened the door. That was where Simon Perry said in the briefing, that's how you make the dive.
Yes.
You make the dive on that outside clipping point, 7, get on the door, stay on the door, and look at this, a little friendly nudge
good lad.
Across the line.
Good lad, Louis.
Very good job there from Louis Edwards. Wow.
And
wow.
he didn't impede his lead
and
line.
He didn't impede the lead, so incredible. We move it back to the start line. Edwards now to lead. Cotton to give chase.
This could be fun.
This could be fun. Well, can Cotton replace, trade another time mark? Can he trade a time mark now?
Come on, Max. Come on, Max.
Everyone cheering on Max Cotton right now. They come down into initiation. Very nice job from Louis Edwards. And look at Cotton glued on the door. Closer than Edwards was at this point.
Steady.
Cotton allows him the opportunity to manoeuvre through the middle. Both LS3 powered. Oh, wow!
Amazing.
Edwards almost falls off track as Cotton gives him some room. Now Cotton's on the door already. Edwards is waving him on as now Cotton jumps onto the court and pushes him over the line.
How exciting. That was awesome. I would say Max just didn't have that proximity.
I don't know.
Towards the end.
I don't know. I think he did. I think he just let him manoeuvre where he needed to and then gave him a push. I'm going to say Cotton was closer through the first 4 clipping points. Look, watch. We got a replay. Look at the replay. look at the replay. Look at the replay as they send it down. Look at Cotton. I'm going to say Cotton was closer. I'm going to say Cotton was definitely closer there. Very nice transition. Cotton, very nice move through that part of the track. Louis Edwards, again, pinpoint perfect. And I think Cotton was closer here. Look at this. Lets the car travel sideways up into the door.
Really wide, wasn't he?
Yeah. Max Cotton just gives him the room and then he gains that proximity. Gives him a tap as he puts his hand out the window and he says, come on then. Foot to floor. Oh, do you know what?
Across the line.
It's just...
Tough one, tough.
Well, we're going to find out.
Definitely.
Oh, and we're going to find out. Here we go. Who's going to take the third step on the podium? Slide them left for Cotton, right for Edwards. One for... Oh, Max Cotton!
Did it!
Max Cotton gets the win and takes the third step on the podium. We're going to go down to Matt House. He's going to get his reaction. Okay, thanks Ian. Yeah, I'm here with the man of the hour, the man of the weekend, Mr. Max Cotton. First place yesterday, third place on the podium today. How are you feeling?
It hasn't even caught up with me. My mind is literally everywhere, but I'm so happy with my results and yeah, just amazed.
How was the driving going up against obviously people like Louis Edwards, Dwayne McKeever? How has it been driving in the pros compared to Pro 2 yesterday?
It's amazing. The driving's definitely a step higher, but driving with Louis Edwards, he's been my rival since day one, so it's really good to have a battle with him in BDC.
Well, I would say battle of the youngsters, but he's getting a little bit old now to be called a youngster compared to you, young man.
We're probably the youngest Longest battle combined age in ages.
Well, that's it, 18 and 16. That is absolutely incredible. I definitely think we've got some drivers double sort of included in that age. So yeah, absolutely amazing. Give it up everyone for Max Kern. Thank you very much, Ian. Back to you in the tower.
Thank you very much, Matt. Wow, incredible stuff there. Cotton takes third step on the podium. I'm just sitting here, and my geek. Yeah, we're going to go to the judges. Yeah, let's go to the judges for tell you what's going on in my head.
Yeah, guys, we just wanted to make sure that obviously we understood why that took that. It was very close again. On the lead for lead, they were very, very similar. Louis does come in again, though, from 10, which they were told in the briefing not to come on the inside of that curb. Max still did chase it. However, it's been down to the 1, 2, 3 zone where you've coming in and Max is always closer there. Most consistent driver of the day. Louis wasn't as close, so it came down to proximity from clip 1 to clip 7 where the battle was won and lost.
Thank you very much, Simon, and there we go. Yeah, I mean, look, here we go.
Now then.
8 minutes and 20 seconds to change a drive shaft.
Fair play.
That's what the team did. This is I mean, look, we're going back to round 1 here.
Yeah.
Savage. There's been some beef.
Yep.
Stew cooking between these two. Dwayne McKeever and Oliver Evans they've had a tussle in the past before.
For sure.
Evans went to Ireland. They went to Mondello Park, and there was a bit of pushing and shoving, and they pushed each other from there, and you know they went to they got a little bit handsy with each other. Yeah. They came to Driftland, and McKeever said, "You might be the current and reigning champ, but I'm the 2018 British Drift Champion.
Yeah,
I'm the multiple Irish Drift Champion.
Yes.
I finished 2nd in Europe last year.
Yes.
Who the hell do you think you are?" And Evans said, "Well, let's go at it."
Come on,
and
lads.
McKeever blew the doors off of Evans's car.
Yeah.
And Evans said, "Well, I had no tyres left. I was going 1 more times. I was putting some scrub tyres on. I had nothing left to give." Now Evans sits on the line with McKeever again. McKeever to lead, higher qualifier.
Yes.
Evans to give chase. This is for the first step on the podium. The winner of this takes it through. Can
so
Evans
excited. Look at your hands
beat
rubbing.
McKeever? Can Evans overturn some points and take the championship back? We're about to find out. Evans is on the back bumper. They fire down. Evans is on the door. Evans is on the door. McKeever goes very, very wide. Through the smoke comes Evans. He's not messing around this time. Evans is not messing around. Wow! Evans again. Evans wants this. He's hungry. He's on the door of McKeever's S13. He transitions through the smoke. Evans absolutely glued to the side of McKeever's S13. Can he push closer? Oh, he's understeering off the track! No! Wow, Evans was understeering as he was drifting and he still was on the door.
Jeez.
What the hell
was
that?
He's put so much grip into that car, hasn't he?
What the hell was that?
I don't know.
How the hell did he do?
But it wasn't drifting
This was the chase of the day.
It was.
The chase of the day. Evans was unbelievable. Look at that. On the door, the door, no messing around, through the smoke, gives him some room, jumps back up onto the door, works his way on the side. Watch this though, watch this. Look, car starts understeering.
Oh, God.
Not going to mess around. That could be it for Evans. That could be it for Evans.
Such a shame, that last corner
That could be it for Evans. Oh,
wow.
Man, wow. Incredible. He still kept in it though.
He did.
He still kept in it, but the car was understeering massively.
Oh, man. He's going to have some proper flat spots, hasn't he?
Right, well, I mean, yeah, he's going to have serious flat spots on those front tyres now. Yeah. Can he hold on to it? McKeever's spotters would have been on the radio saying he was there, but he made a big mistake at the end. Exactly. How do the judges see it? What happened? Who knows? They sit on the line.
Going to push it like nobody's
Dwayne
business.
is going to give 100%. He's currently the points leader in the Pro Championship. I'm ready. Tess, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Wigan, are you ready? They're cheering, we can hear them cheering, they're off the line. It's Evans to lead out McKeever for the first step on the podium. McKeever knows what he's got to do. McKeever's going to glue that Strom Wheels Tri-Tyres S13 to Evans, but Evans starts to pull away. Evans ain't messing around.
It's not.
He ain't messing around right now. Is Oliver Evans as he jumps the curbs like a rally car. McKeever goes deep. McKeever goes very deep. He doesn't bring the fight. McKeever makes a dive onto the door. Evans settles himself. Oh wow! Almost contact from McKeever. McKeever finds the side of Evans' S14. He's glued there. as they go wheel to wheel across the line.
Nice.
Wigan, make some noise for these boys.
Now that was exciting, definitely. Dwayne is just so textbook with his chase. It's incredible. He really, how he does it, I have no idea.
He waited and waited, and then he knew the prime time. Look at this from Evans.
He knows it, doesn't he? Bless him. Dwayne's probably
Dwayne's just like,
there, doesn't care,
I'm not phased. I'm not phased on this one. Wow, incredible stuff. That was mind-blowingly good. Evans' chase. Oh, I'm so gutted for Evans on the understeer. How did that even happen?
I think he's just gripped up. He knows he's going against the best.
Yeah, the best in the business, Dwayne McKeever.
He's gripped up the car so much so that he's just pushed on.
Wow.
Because he's transitioned
Savage.
and
Gone. Well, look, these two guys talking about it. Judges still making a decision. People are leaving. The podium's coming out. We don't even know if we've got a decision yet. These guys think it's all over. It couldn't be. It might be a one more time. Who knows?
Exactly.
Who knows? I'd love to see him go one more time again. I know Oliver Evans is probably like, no, and I don't need that in my life. The stress and the upset.
That's it. But,
so,
oh man.
Ladies and gentlemen, give them a round of applause. Dwayne McKeever and Oliver Evans. What an incredible drive. These two guys, your current and defending champion and your 2018 British Drift champion. McKeever gives him a slap on the back and says, all that trash talk, I'm still every battle.
Little fist pump there.
Oh, we need a decision. I don't know if this is simple as what people think it is.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, the podium's going away. The podium's going away. Right, Matt, we're going to fire it to you. Oh, we've got a result. We're going to have a result. We're not going to fire it to Matt. Result is in. Here we go. Who's going to take it through? Slide them left for McKeever, right for Evans, or is it a one more time? One vote for McKeever. Two votes for McKeever. McKeever gets the win. Dwayne McKeever gets the win and is your pro round 2 winner here. And a massive congratulations to Oliver Evans, second place on the podium. Matt, it's down to you with Dwayne McKeever.
Thank you very much, Ian. So, Mr. McKeever, winning round 1, winning round 2. How are you feeling?
Well, you can't really feel much better than that, can you? Over the moon, tough day. The driving from round 1 to round 2, and all the drivers have stepped up massively. Like I would say at Driftland, I wouldn't have been pushing into the top 4, where I've been pushing from the top 16 on. Driving today was absolutely insane. I'm so exhausted at this stage.
How do you feel, obviously, the fact that so many people sort of get scared about actually competing against you?
Ollie's not scared.
This man is definitely not. I don't think he scares from anyone.
Look.
Do you feel you're intimidating? Is it just because you're height?
That's only because I'm new to a lot of people here, because I've been away for a couple of years. But once people start getting out and practice with you, that all goes. I used to be as a go with a flow driver above me, but that all leaves you.
Well, that's it. I love, obviously, I remember you when you first came into competition, and obviously being a schoolboy and then having your sort of little mini retirement and coming back, and it's absolutely lovely to have you here at the British Drift Championship. Well done. Everyone give a round of applause for Dwayne McKeever, your round 2 champion. Oh, we're gonna have a little chat with Mr. Evans, though, our 2019 champion, having a few little issues with cars and stuff. Obviously, you're concentrating on the new car. You got a new build. Do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's very expensive, so which all these cars are. But yeah, today, this car has been absolutely hammered. I bent the wires fab on the front in my first practice run. Literally every time I do a run, if I go somewhere, my first run is just carnage. So yeah, did that, and then went monster trucking, dented the sump, and yeah, we did a full sump change and nearly took the engine out. And oh god, yeah. So we've had, to be fair, to get into the final, I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty off with getting beaten by McKeever again. But, yeah, I just lost the front just around this corner because the temperature dropped, and then that was it.
Oh yeah, I was watching it. It was just like we were all on the edge of our seat, man. So on the practice, if you are obviously ruining the car on your first run, do you not think you should back it off a little bit?
I'm just not going to do practice. Or can I just cancel qualifying as well? Because that is just a nightmare for me as well. So yeah.
I think we'd all love to cancel qualifying, just all pick a name out of a hat, and we'll just all go for a little bit of fun and have some battles.
Yeah, that would be all right. I could do that. I could do. No damage in practice then as well. Oh God, yeah. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. Second place. Well, I'm not that happy, but it's better than going home with a smashed sump. So
you're on the podium. The sump's still working. Car's still working. Well
and
done.
Thanks to Yandel because the engine is invincible. So yeah, thank you very much. Like DY engines, amazing. Like.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Oliver Evans. Let's get back to the full results and onto the podium. Come on, man. Give me back the mic. Back to you, Ian.
Oh, the power struggle, the power struggle. He's only little. There we go. Let's have a look at the championship standings test and let's talk about it from 9th to 1st. Wanacott down in 9th place. I mean, it's still good, but he's way down the order. He was up there last year. Cunnington in 8th, creeping in. He's getting there. Kevin Quinn, 7th place. Louis Edwards in 5th place in the points now. Ollie Silcock in 5th, well deserved. What a drive. Max Cotton jumps to 4th place in the Pro Championship standings. He's already leading the Pro 2 standings.
Exactly.
Luke Barker holds 3rd place for the minute by only 2 points.
Definitely.
Oliver Evans 90 points in 2nd place, but McKeever 10 points ahead.
10 points.
Clean sweep.
Yeah. Yep.
Clean sweep, McKeever. 2 wins, back-to-back wins, and there you go. You can see those guys backing that car up, preparing them. And do you know what? Let's take a minute. Did we find out who the 2 winners were? We know we had one.
I don't think so.
Oh, so we're missing one. That's a shame. But no, we'll keep an eye on social media. But you know what? Thank you to everybody.
Yes, thank you.
Who came out.
Yes, thank you very much,
and supported UK Drifting today. We know that Monday there's going to be a huge change in this country again.
Yes.
So from me, I just want to say safe.
Yes, stay safe.
Wear your masks and wash your effing hands.
Oh,
right?
Wow.
You know, because if no one's listening to the rules, this is only going to get worse, and we might not get any more drifting this year, and that makes me sad.
Yes,
we've already lost the European Championship this year due to it. So, massive thank you to everyone behind the scenes here at BDC that's even making this happen. Thank you for coming and putting up with me in this little tiny box, screaming in your ear hole for 12 hours. Have you had fun, Tess?
No,
First day on the job. Are you going to come back?
Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, you and Mike Walton
weekend.
are going to have to send in CVs, and they'll have to be reviewed by a panel of judges.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
No
so
worries,
just so you know, we'll see how that one works out. So as we wait to get that podium underway, I'll get a signal in my ear. And yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's tuned in, subscribe to the BDC Insider for getting that subscription and watching online. Huge thank you. Keep my job here at the BDC still going. Exactly. So we are ready to go down to our podium test, and the first trophy we're going to give away is our Lucas Oil's Hard Charger.
We are.
So our Lucas Oil Hard Charger is someone who's drove the wheels off the car this weekend. They've pushed to and beyond the limit.
Yes.
And our Lucas Oil Hard Charger this weekend goes to Paul Cunnington. So Paul Cunnington gets our Lucas Oil's Hard Charger, and well deserved. What a drive!
There he is.
You struggled with his name all day.
I know, for some strange reason.
I don't know why.
No idea. Not
but
ours.
no, what an incredible drive from Paul Cunnington. I mean, I thought he may have got a podium this weekend. It was incredible driving. So that leads us on our podium, and I can announce taking 3rd step on our podium is the incredible hero, Max Cotton, ladies and gentlemen. Max Cotton takes 3rd step on the podium. What a drive, Tess, this young man.
Incredible stuff. I literally cannot believe him.
He's just a hero right now. For you, if you're a young guy watching, or a young lady watching drifting right now, and you think, I want to get involved, get yourself to a drift school, RDX Drift Academy here at Three Sisters. You could be Max Cotton. Max Cotton, ladies and gentlemen, takes 3rd step on the podium. Taking 2nd step on the podium goes to Oliver Evans. Oliver Evans takes 2nd step on the podium.
Good lad.
And he really badly wants that 1st step. Your 2019 current and defending champion trying again, but taking 1st step on the podium. Give it up for Dwayne McKeever. Dwayne McKeever takes the top step, keeps that championship alive.
He does.
And well, Tess, that's it. We're done.
That's it.
It's home time. I mean, what a podium. Max Cotton, Oliver Evans and Dwayne McKeever.
Incredible.
It's been emotional.
It certainly has.
It's been very emotional.
It's been very exciting.
We will see you at Teesside for round 3.
Teesside.
From me and Tess and everybody here at the British Drift Championship. We will see you soon.
See you soon.
Take care. Wash your hands, wear your masks, stay safe. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
As a professional drifter, my results depend on numbers. And making all this add up is one product, Lucas Octane Booster. It delivers 3 times the boost and promotes a clean fuel burn that keeps my tires smoking through every turn, which even off the racetrack can be difficult not to do. Depend on Lucas Octane Booster.